Of course, hello friends. Welcome. How's it going today? I guess we're going with more microphone than usual. That is fine. Nonetheless, how are you? I've been gone for a couple days, and I appreciate your being here when I return. Always looking forward to it on the Thursday morning. Nope, sorry, Friday morning here. Having been gone 2 days. Let's say some hellos, then tell some stories. Let's get into the Project Zomboid before too long. I cannot play this game forever, obviously. There must be other games played. Steam Next Fest is coming up before too long, and so I'll be curious to hear what games you all recommend for the Next Fest. I have a couple already lined up that I've promised to play for some smaller devs especially, so excited to see how that one goes. But if there are games you've heard of for the Next Fest, I'd love to know for sure. And Klaus, I'll be with you in 1 second. Thank you for the bits, but thank you for waiting just 1 second, my friend. But thank you for the generosity. I think other games have come out in the past little bit that I said I was going to play. Is the new Voyager game out right now? Did it come out yesterday? If so, I might need to play a new Voyager game next week. We'll see. Hopefully it's good though, like Star Trek a whole bunch. Klaus, thank you for the resubscription. That's not true. Thank you for the 100 bits. Don't know if any of you have caught the Olympics this past week or so, but it's been fun seeing the beautiful flags of countries waving and rising in the rafters when their athletes win. Take Switzerland, for instance. With all the negatives going on in the world, it's nice to see a big plus. Oh, Klaus, thank you for the excellent joke. Thank you for the 100 bits. And yes, we all need a big plus in our lives right now. George, I thank you for the resubscription. That is very kind of you. 27 months of hanging out around these parts. Hopefully they've been good. Hopefully they give you some comfort and company. We're glad to have you with us today. Hello, Flug. Flug, thank you for taking your dog out so you can now be right in line with us, sitting down, engaged in the stream fully until the next time the dog needs to go out. Good seeing you today, Unnamed Comment Putzaru. Welcome to you. Hello, Kat. How are things over that way? Wrexham match tomorrow morning at 4:45. Very excited for that. Somehow Wrexham remain in the playoffs, in the playoff contention, with only, 10 or so matches left to go. Very excited for that. And there's been discussion of extending the playoffs in the championship to include the 7th and 8th team. And I think that's pretty bad. I understand why some owners want additional TV revenues coming in and more ticket sales and so on for playoff matches, but no, at some point you end up having literally every team in the league in the playoffs, and that's a little unfortunate, so no more playoffs in the championship. Hello, Rog. Hello, Jim. Hello, Pepper. Kat, welcome back. How have you been? Hopefully the voice acting has been going well. Anytime I see a mention of voice acting, I think of you. But Kat, welcome back indeed. It has been a while. Dogs, how we going? Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, Eka. Hello, Wave. Hello, Grenoff. Hello, everybody. It's lovely seeing you indeed. Thank you for hanging out with me today. The Project Zomboid server is up and going. If you want to go play some Project Zomboid, I think 4 or 5 of you are already doing so. But get on in there. Even if I move on to a new game before too terribly long, the Project Zomboid server will stay up at least for a while longer. I don't know how long exactly, but at least this month and maybe next one. I'd like to play more of it, but it cannot be a one-game stream or else. Brutus, how you doing, Brutus? Evening to you, morning for me. Yes, it's currently 8:51 a.m. Nice and early start as always. Lets me hang out with you fine folks, boost my mood before I go and do other things, including teaching this afternoon into the evening. So I got stories gone the past 2 days. There are things to say as always. Wednesday was a national holiday of National Foundation Day, one of the holidays that the Americans took away during the occupation for being overly nationalistic, and then was brought back after a time, and is now focused on the importance of Japanese history and thinking about the Japanese nation. And surely not a day for the nationalists to get their giant black cars and trucks out with lines of angry middle-aged to old men waving Japanese flags and rushing police barricades in order to get to Waseda University, which is seen as a hive of leftist Chinese scum. National Foundation Day is a weird day. I should probably stay inside for it, but hey, we went out. Stories on that in a moment. Eka asked, how has Zomboid been for the viewing numbers? So I'm going to be entirely honest with you right now. I have not looked at viewer numbers at all in about a month or so. Ever since the state of the stream on when was that? Like January 2nd or 3rd, where I said I'm going full-time professorship pretty soon, and this has become just for fun. Like, I have not looked at viewer numbers once, and that feels very irresponsible and freeing simultaneously. Because yesterday I got an email from a dev saying, hey, how much money would it cost to have a 2-hour stream of my game? And normally there's a calculation I apply of what my average viewership is times the average rate, blah, 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 background stuff. And I realized I don't know my average viewer number anymore. And so I just quoted a price and said, hey, if that works for you, cool. If not, no problem. And so yeah, it's been a very different attitude towards streaming. It makes me happier overall. And so I realize it's a little bit less serious. I'm kind of like, I don't know, not trying as hard. That's how it goes. If streaming is for fun, why worry about that kind of stuff? I mean, I don't want to drive the stream into the ground, right? It's important to me that I put out things that are interesting enough for some of us. But as long as some people come by today and say hello, it's still fun for me. If it gets to the point where I am just playing games and talking to the wall again, we'll probably be moving away from that then. But as long as y'all keep hanging out with me, we're cool. Exothermics, welcome in, my friend. Yes, indeed. So yeah, Wednesday, the holiday. I think Nums and I had a somewhat relaxing morning, hanging out and enjoying ourselves. And then Nums identified online a fountain pen she really wanted. I've mentioned before that there is a used pen store here in Japan, or in Tokyo, called Kingdom Note, I believe. Kingdom Note. And when Nams is feeling a little down or a little bored, she'll check out their new inventory at the fountain pen store. And she saw one. She saw one that she likes. I think about like 8 or 9 p.m. as she found it, or maybe at least told me about then. And we had the moment of, oh no, what happens if overnight someone buys this pen? And then the store opened, I think, at 11 or so, and we didn't get there until a little later. Oh no, what if someone's bought it already this morning? You're a nerd for pens, and Noms is also. She knows so much about pens. This one is can I remember, a Pilot's Vanishing Point. There we go. It is a retractable fountain pen. Retractable fountain pen, which to me sounds so unbelievably gimmicky. It's the kind of thing that a student might put forward like in a business competition. Like, oh gosh, what can we do? What can we do? All right, how about an inflatable pine cone, right? This sort of thing. But Noms absolutely loves it, and so she got herself one of those, and was very, very happy with it, and just absolutely delighted. So she now, in the past week, or past month and a half or so, have bought 2 new pens she likes. One the Pilots and one a Sailor. Apparently all pen names have to do with jobs these days. And then after that, we were going to go for lunch, and so we did. We went to a little pizza restaurant. No, that's not true. I'm sorry, backwards ordering of things. I had a box of cards, magic cards I've been wanting to sell for a while, and normally I just send these through the mail. The evaluators evaluate them. They send me a dollar amount they're going to give me, and I say fine, whatever. But I had a small enough box that I didn't want to send them through the mail. It seemed like a waste of postage, so I took them to the store instead. And so I went to the store, good old Haruya, always happy to go there, and I went to the selling floor and gave it them over, and they said, okay, you're number 8 in line right now. It should take a few hours. Fine. At this point, it's about, I don't know, 1:30 or so. So Noms and I go out for lunch. We have a little buffet lunch, enjoying some salad and other things that rhyme with cheesa. Oh wait, it is cheesa pizza. Very good. There's a store here called what? Shakey's Pizza. and it was very busy indeed for the holiday, but they have a variety of pizza types. It's all very tasty and good. And my favorite part is there's an enthusiastic man, and his job when he is seating you is to yell out a slogan, and all the wait staff respond. And the slogan is "Welcome to Shakey's." But because we are in Japan and have a shaky understanding of the language, it has become "Welcome Shakey's." He still hits the shakies very well. And I kind of felt like, hey, maybe that'd be a job would be kind of cool. Like all day, what do? You greet people, you make sure that there's an open table for them, and you yell out a slogan. It's all very good indeed. So we had that all very nice, sat and talked and just enjoyed ourselves as we tend to do on holidays. Are there many small restaurants in Japan with English names? The first part to say that is yes, absolutely. In order to find a unique name, there will often be going to other languages. English is still seen as a cool language here, though less cool than Korean. Korean is ascendant through and through K-pop culture with young people. So yeah, there are lots of smaller places that have English names. For example, I mentioned before there's a Beatles-themed small family restaurant we like, and it's called Glass Onion, right? This sort of thing, which I believe is a reference to a bong or a hookah or something like that. And so the second part, like, is Shakey's a franchise? I believe it's a franchise that may have failed entirely in the US or is very small in the US these days. And has done very well in Japan. The same as the Lawson convenience stores, the same as the Mr. Donut. All of these are brands that were doing the US thing, pivoted to Japan, did well in Japan, not so well in the US, but did that. So we stayed there for a few hours, stayed for I don't know, maybe until 3 o'clock or so, and then, went back over to the Haruya. And so it's like, 4 o'clock by that point, we're arriving, and I go check in at the desk, and they say, we'll get to yours very soon. And I say, okay, do you have a vague sense of when that will be? And they said, not really, but, we said earlier a few hours, probably pretty soon. Okay. At this point, I say, is there any way you can message me when you're done? They say, sure, we'll send you an email when we're finished. And I proceed to go look through the cards. This is fine. This is nice. I check out the cards. Over the course of next 3 hours, I check out the cards. Noms at some point had left and gone to a coffee shop to read. After 3 hours, there are no more cards to go through. And so I check my phone, no email. And this particular store has a very large area for tournaments. So I go watch other people play Magic, all fine. I continue standing awkwardly until it reaches 8 p.m. I check for the email. There's no email. And so I go back up to the desk and I say, I'm so sorry for bothering you. Like, sincerely, I am causing inconvenience right now. I know. But how long until my cards are done? Guy goes and looks. Oh, they were done at about 6:30, an hour and a half ago. I do not get the email. The man looks at his computer and says, I apologize, we forgot to send you the email. I would like that part of my life back very, very, very much, but yeah, after there was nothing left to do, and I kind of just stood there, it was a bad feeling. Yeah, it's obviously a minor error, not a big deal, but it is a waste of time and a feeling of like, I had a moment of, maybe I don't want this hobby anymore, which I recognize is not a good reaction to it, but we got through it. Can we leave a bad Yelp review? Nah. I don't want to leave a bad Yelp review of the business over one person's error. That said, here's a second error of the day. So after I get the money from my cards I sold, I went ahead and bought some more cards. There were 2 I was planning on getting with that money, and so I went and requested them, and one of them is a card I've wanted for a very long time. It's a shiny angel card, and so I got the shiny angel card out of the very special card rack called the treasure chest. Ooh! And so they opened it for me and took it out very, very carefully, and rang it up, and while I was counting out my money, the man behind the counter got a very carefully protective little plastic case, a snap-on case. And he said, "Your card is valuable. I will protect it." And he begins putting it into the snap-on case. It doesn't snap on right away, and he shakes it a little bit and pushes the snapping, and he dents the corner of my card. And he does not say anything to me. He sets it down. He goes and gets his manager. And the manager and the guy look at it together. And yes, indeed, there is a dent on the corner now of an otherwise pristine card. A pristine card. And I've not paid yet. And the manager and the guy go back and forth. And the manager says, "We're very sorry. Do you want this card?" And because I don't like conflict and don't want little buddy to get in big trouble, I say, "It's fine, don't worry, here's my money." And so I buy the card. It's a relatively minor dent, but the dent is indeed there. Now, I'm not planning to sell this card. It's going in my personal collection. It's still nice to look at and so on, but that did not feel very good at all. And the look on the cashier's face, as I said, "Don't worry, it's no big deal, I'll still buy it," was one of absolute relief. Total and complete surprise. I think he was expecting me to be very unhappy and for him to get in some substantial trouble for not selling the card, which was about a $150 card. I traded in about 150 cards myself, maybe a little bit under that, about 100 cards myself to get there, and it's some serious money in some respects. So that didn't feel great, but got the card, brought it home. Very happy to add to the collection. It's one I've wanted for a while, and so it's nice. What's the word I use for myself? I'm a rube. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. I just don't want to make the world a worse place. There's no way that fellow could undo his error. It didn't rip the card in half or anything. Did I get a discount? They didn't offer one. I expect had I said I will not buy the card, they then would have countered with, "May we go ahead and give you a little discount," and I would have gone with it, but then the cashier would probably get in trouble, so I don't know. Don't worry, I have Twitch chat to complain to. I mean, yes, this is how I get engagement, by telling you stories of the world, by telling you my successes and troubles and all the rest. So I got the cards, though. I'll probably put a picture of at least that one on the old Discord server later this week. I have to advocate for myself. All right, look here, you. This is not therapy time. Also, more fully, I don't know how to advocate for myself in Japanese. And I had the conversation all figured out in terms of the buying and the selling. I would like this special card. Oh, thank you so much. Great. But the moment that something went off the rails, I know how to say I don't want it. I know how to say, "No worries, it's fine, I'll take it." I do not know how to say, "Oh, how dare you, give me," what's the word for discount? I can go with, discounto, but that's not real. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. It was a good time, and glad to tell you the story. Now, let me go to the other side of things. From a time when the seller screwed up to a time when I, as the buyer, screwed up. This past Saturday, I had an appointment with my psychiatrist. I got myself a brand new prescription, and because well, how do I say this? Got a brand new prescription, or it's the same thing as before, and in Japan you have 4 days to fill all prescriptions. I don't know what the rules are where you're from. Ordinarily in the US, I just go from the doctor's office straight over to the pharmacy and get my medicine, no problem. But here, it has to be hand carried. We have these sheets of paper one takes to the pharmacist, and so Ordinarily, I get my pills refilled on Tuesday. No problem at all on that one. And so this week though, Tuesday was weird because the holiday was coming on Wednesday, and so I kind of forgot to go pick them up. No good, no good, no good. And so Wednesday morning comes, and I notice my medicine's getting kind of low, and I say, okay, today we go to the pharmacy. Don't you worry. And then I go to the pharmacy, and I remember, oh, it's a national holiday. All of the pharmacies are closed, except I do find one where there's a pharmacist working. I can see in the darkened room, back behind the counter, there's a man doing paperwork or something. And so I knock on the door, and he comes out, and he very sweetly explains to me that he's just doing business work and is not filling prescriptions today. So that's not great, but it's fine. It's fine. Where Wednesday was the fourth day, it's a national holiday, so no one can get their medicine. All good. Thursday morning, bright and early, I go to the pharmacist. I give them my magic sheet of paper, and they say, it's been 4 days. And I say, but yesterday was a national holiday. And they say, it counts. And so my prescription is no longer valid. Luckily, on Thursday, my psych office is open, and so I call the psychiatrist's office, and they say, yes, we cannot reissue it, but we can extend it. To extend it, though, you have to come here. And so I work my way over my psychiatrist 45 minutes away, and I go there and expect some big routine. And what happens? The receptionist takes her pen, scratches out the one date, writes in today's date, and puts a little stamp on it. And I take that back to the pharmacy, and because of the little stamp and the handwritten date, I get my medicine. So, in the future, I need to do better at my adult chores, or I need to find a way to copy that stamp. It's very, very useful. But there you go. I've said a number of times, lots of people say it. Simultaneously, Japan is living in the future and the 1980s or so. 1980s or so, indeed. And man, yeah, you can't fax it over. You can't call over. You have to physically take the paper from place to place to place. And that's fine. That's fine. Just respect the bureaucracy or else. And also, unfortunately, the National Health Insurance does not like people having excessive pills. So I'm only allowed to have enough pills for 1 month and 2 days. And that's all you can have unless you have a good reason, like I'm leaving town for a week or something. Game Merchant, good seeing you. Stamp makers seem like a solid business to be in. Yeah, increasingly the stamps, the Hanko or Inken, are only used for formal transactions. And so a number of the stamp makers have all started doing, like, I don't know, the kind of thing a hardware store would do, like copying keys and making signs and so on to keep their businesses afloat. But yeah, the traditional stamps, a lot of Japanese people have gone the direction of signatures of some sort or just writing their name out in ordinary kanji. So that's how it goes. Fill a prescription next time right away. Yeah. It's that, excuse time. It's Saturday. Noms and I tend to go get lunch and do other things before heading back to our neighborhood. And my pharmacist is here, and so they're often closed. Blah, blah, blah excuses. The big issue is I forgot to do it on Tuesday. My normal day for doing it. Did not do that, so don't you worry. By the time I'm 50, I will have learned to be a responsible adult. I promise. Anyway, those are the highlights of the past couple days. Also, it is the case that Noms has now received her official contract offer from the president and the university here, and so we will, consider and negotiate and almost certainly sign. So I think we got another 5 years here in Japan, and part of her contract is my contract also, which should be offered towards the end of the semester to go full time, and we'll see what happens. We've talked about potentially trying to buy a place now, or I don't know, maybe I'll buy some more magic cards. One never knows. You hate waiting for meds to fill? Yeah, so the prior psychiatrist I went to would just send the medicine in the mail. It was great. We'd have our appointments. I would then talk to the receptionist named Toshi, and Toshi would say, "What's your credit card number?" And I would tell him my credit card number, and then he would send me medicine in the mail. Unfortunately, the business I go to now does not have that. If I buy a house, don't let them dent the corner. All right, look here, you. Look here, you. Certainly, Noms will be doing all the important work with the builders here, because she is well, a lot of things. Most notably, she is the householder. She's the person who controls the household, head of household, and because of my status, legally speaking, I'm basically a dog, like some clever pet who's able to speak English also. And so no, I'll be staying out of it. But oh, you, hello, J-Bot. We have a resorty convention in Japan. I mean, no. No, 100% not. I like you all very much, but I get a little overwhelmed with more than one person at a time in person conversations. So, no, I mean, if you want to stop by Japan, I will try very hard to meet you individually. In fact, on the 17th, I believe I'm meeting one of you for a little curry dinner. Should be great, but yeah, probably never gonna do a resorty convention. It's nice talking to you here, but out there, if not pre-prepared, I get really overwhelmed in conversation very quickly, unfortunately. How do you say contractor in Japanese? I have no idea. That's no idea. I know words for limited portions of life that I do regularly. I haven't been in the kind of Japanese class where one is, thrown into a situation and like, hey, today we're going to pretend that we're building a house. Here's the word for contractor. That said, delightfully this past week in my Japanese tutorial, we went to the restaurant. And boy howdy, I have done enough of that I knew almost all the words already, and that felt really, really good. So it was one of the first Japanese lessons where I came out of it feeling fairly confident in my Japanese abilities. Hopefully next week, go to the optometrist or the psychiatrist. I've got those down, no problems. Regardless, enough opening blather for now. Let's do some little games and then get ourselves in the direction of Project Zomboid. Had the Japanese teacher take me to the construction vocabulary? Let's not do. There are so many more important things for me to work on than niche topics through and through. Word of the day today is endemic. Endemic. Many of you know this word. It can be related to epidemic, but is not necessarily related to the same. Endemic. When used for the plant or animal species, endemic describes something that grows or exists in a certain place or area, often specifically something restricted to a particular locality or region. That's the way in which it differs from autochthonous. Autochthonous means it grows out of the dirt of that place, but often does not mean going beyond it. Endemic is also used to describe diseases that persist over time in a particular region or population. It can also mean common in a particular area or field. For example, our children were excited to finally see wild giant pandas, endemic to just 3 provinces in south central China during our family vacation. Number 2, he eventually learned that low wages were endemic to his line of work, but he continued nevertheless to pursue his passion. That was me running together nonetheless and nevertheless became nevertheless. Very good. Did you ever wonder how endemic ended up in the English language? It arrived via French and New Latin. That's ecclesiastical Latin. It's the church doing their brutality to Nam's language. Its ultimate origin likely in the Greek adjective endemos, which describes, among other things, a disease confined to one area. Endemos was formed from en, meaning in, and a form of noun demos, meaning a district, a country, a people. See democracy. That word is also key to the formation of the earlier word on which endemos was modeled, epidemia, meaning disease affecting a large number of individuals. English adopted epidemic via French in the early 17th century, but endemic didn't become endemic until a century and a half later. The familiar relation pandemic slipped to language in the mid-17th. Pandemic, the wider kind of endemic. In current use, endemic characterizes diseases that are generally found in a particular area. Malaria, for example, is said to be endemic to tropical and subtropical regions, while epidemic indicates a sudden severe outbreak within a region or group. Endemic is also used by biologists to characterize plants and animal species that are found only in a given area. Yeah. Reading that one, I feel like I've got to push my glasses up a little bit. Actually, an endemic or epidemic is actually, we love it. All right, here's your vocabulary team. Rearrange the letters to form a word that can refer to a mythical animal or something rare or unique. Mythical animal or rare or unique. What do we see here? What do we see? I see some of you are typing it in. Some of you got it already. Oh, just unicorn. It's just unicorn. We're good. if someone had said to me, name the mythical animals, I think unicorn comes top of the list. Maybe dragon first, but unicorn indeed. Also now used in the realm of bro finance. I want to find that unicorn that comes back a 50-bagger. Mythical, usually white animal depicted with a body and head of a horse, with a long flowing mane and tail and a single often spiraled horn in the middle of the forehead. There we go. It's the Scottish national animal. I love that so much. Why is dog the top lookup? Why on earth? I love counter-revolutionary being here, but why is dog the top lookup of the moment on Merriam-Webster? Is this an intentional effort to push out fascism? If people look up enough very simple words? I don't know. Unicorn's more a finance term than bro finance term. I consider the rise of angel investors, so-called, to be an outgrowth of a kind of bro finance. I think of the Wolf of Wall Street as being proto-bro finance, and so a wide portion of contemporary investing culture is a bro culture that is now, through Wall Street bets and so on, beginning to reappear. It's a vulgar form. Now, I might be wrong about that, but I don't know. I watch shows what's it called? Lion's Den and so on, and I vomit. That's not true. That's not true. Friends, I was thinking I'll actually show you a little video. I mentioned something in the intro. Can I find this? I think it's on Tokyo. The thing I mentioned before about the nationalists. Okay, yes. So, this is where Haruria's big office is at Takadano Baba. So I actually walked past this place at 1:30 p.m. and there were a ton of police around, and I wasn't sure why. Let's start with Fred. Except the nationalists with their black vehicles run and run, run and run. Oh, they fall over. And at this point, I want to highlight, this is how Japanese police operate. The guy who has violated the law, is running around with a weapon, obviously, has fallen over. What? He's knocked over a police officer also. In your country, what happens next? Right? The man's on the ground. I think from many places, namely the US, there's then a strong attempt to restrain him. He is a danger. He's hurt an officer. Lock the arms up behind him at least. What do they do instead? Don't you worry, old guy. Let's help you up. Let's help you up. Don't you worry. He gets to keep his flag. Oh, maybe not? Please let me keep my flag. Okay, you can keep your flag. All very strange. Like I said, this is the main road that leads to Waseda University, which is among the more liberal universities in Tokyo, and they get state money, of course, because we have the education scheme we do. And so the nationalists believe that state money is going to argue against the emperor and so on. Those are the people who want to bring back imperial deity, want to bring back the open carrying of swords, and want to ensure that the only people who can be citizens are those who are Yamato Japanese, which are the pretty Japanese. Education scheme. I use the scheme word here to refer to any plan or program in the British way. I don't mean scheme like a ripoff by any means. Might be a nationalist. Same thing might happen in the U.S. I mean, good call. Good call. He is for like the protection of the state, the expansion of the state, and so maybe the police agree. I don't think they do though. I don't think they do. Like, Japanese police are taught de-escalation before all else. But who knows? He's an old man. One never knows. All right. You thought the black vans were police? No, the black vans are the nationalists. On the weekends, a bunch of middle-aged and older guys get together and move around the city looking for people like me to speak unkindly to, and more importantly for them, looking for Chinese folks to intimidate. It's rough. It's rough. Sarah, good seeing you. Deification of the emperor and carrying swords publicly sound cool. I mean, you do you, fam. Perhaps not for me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to live in that paradise by any means, because I don't know how to use swords, maybe. Hello, Orgasm! You got the New Year's card. 1 second. There we go. Lord Orgasm, thank you for that resubscription for 13 months in a row with that Prime sub, but thank you also for the very generous comment. I'm glad your New Year's card showed up. It feels a bit late to say Happy New Year, but Happy New Year. Have any of you who requested postcards not received them yet? If so, just give a quick me in chat, and I'll look into it. But I hope they've all arrived by now, or else we got some problems, maybe. Isn't it Lunar New Year's now? It is indeed Lunar New Year's now, but I celebrate whatever the other one is, like most Japan does. If yours an honored place on your desk, please burn incense to it every day. That'll help me feel better about the world, indeed. Spend less time with cardboard and more time studying the blade. Look here, you. If I have what was I gonna say? Anyway, the point is lost. Anyway, more cardboard, more good. More cardboard, more good. Cat will see ya. What was I gonna say about cardboard? Oh, I've started collecting binders full of cardboard. Can I find this thing? Final Fantasy MTG. What's it called? Binder, I guess. Yeah? Yeah? Well, it's kind of like this one. Kind of like this one. So I started collecting a couple of the different sets. And I won't have them all, but it's nice like taking my cards and putting them into pretty binders instead of just throwing them to giant white boxes. It's been really, really nice. Something very satisfying about waking up in the morning and spending 15 or 20 minutes, putting cards there and so on. Did I ever open a magic pack with a katana? Wait, was that a real idea? I know I say nonsense on stream. Did I genuinely say I should open a magic pack with a katana? I don't own a sword. I guess I could borrow one from a student, maybe. We did have a friend of the channel who opened a pack of magic with like a buzzsaw, and then tried to see how many packs of magic a bullet could pass through. This is indeed a little shticky, and as many of you know, I don't go in for bits, obviously. It's all very serious here, 100%. Binder. Let's see if I can find the one I got. Yes, this one right here. This one right here is what I'm putting my Final Fantasy cards into. I do like the combination of the Cloud and the Sephiroth both on the binder, and it's, I wish I could show you the inside of it, but yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful to do that one, so... Yeah. I like my cards. Initially, Grubzilla, thank you for the proper bit. I appreciate it. Initially, I swear, I started opening the cards on April 1st as an April Fool's Day. I didn't think I'd have so much fun with it. I'd develop a new hobby. So it's been great. Regardless, time for a little bit of trivia. In 2019-20, the Maryland Whipsnakes won the first two championships in the Premier Blank League. I know at least a few of you are from Maryland. I hope you like your Whipsnakes. I mean, I want to put in like softball or t-ball or wiffle ball. I've mentioned before that I know a tremendous amount about professional wiffle ball because one of my friends was from St. Louis, and St. Louis has a giant wiffle ball scene. And I believe he was friends with the world's greatest wiffle ball pitcher. You can look it up on your own. Do look up Jerome the Legend Coyle. I believe he's the fellow who had his very own wiffle ball Wrigley in his backyard, maybe. I'm going to do softball. Nope. What if I told you the college game's Heisman equivalent is called the Tuarton Award from the Mohawk name for the game? Is it lacrosse? Hey, there we go. Lacrosse all the way. Many of you got lacrosse very, very quickly. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's very good. Lacrosse is good. Pickleball. If only. Premier Lacrosse League. Cool. Jim, I believe your daughters play lacrosse. This is their future. Got to go pro. All right. Number 2 here. Leslie Nielsen had nothing to do with The Naked Sun, a 1956 novel by what sci-fi giant? So this is a joke here about Nielsen in The Naked Gun, rather. I don't know for sure. Sci-fi is a weak point for me. I'm sure many of you know. My immediate guess is Asimov, just because he is the sci-fi giant, but there are many other people it could be, of course. We good? We good. We good. Oh, your daughter played field hockey. Your eldest son played lacrosse. What's the difference? What's the difference between lacrosse and field hockey? I honestly do not know. Yeah, but both of them are sports that were not part of my Midwestern experience. It was only, I don't know, maybe the advent of the internet that showed me what it was. It's a different kind of stick. Ball on the ground versus in the air. Okay. So field hockey, I'm guessing, is on the ground because it's like hockey? Lacrosse sticks have nets. Okay, they're the ones where you catch and throw them through the air. You have to wear masks or else you get giant welts on your face. Thank you for helping me learn that one. I appreciate that. Yeah, Midwest, though, none of that. Anyway, a 3-pointer in arts and culture. The points continue piling in there. That's great. All right, next up, for 3-point social sciences, Castle Hynef overlooks the bay at the very westernmost point of what non-sovereign country? Okay, so I assume this is the word in some way for castle. I immediately start wondering, is this Greenland? I don't know the geography of Greenland at all, but it's something that could potentially be a European language at least. What other non-sovereign countries come to mind? I mean, if this were German, I'd not be surprised. So, are there any like little German states these days? I'm doing Greenland just because it's been in the news and it's top of mind. This is probably wrong. Hello? Okay. Oh no. Which UK constituent country the totally rad Dragon's flag? Well, yes indeed, I did not recognize Wales at all. Is Greenland not a non-sovereign country? What is the actual status of Greenland? You knew it, I should have known it also. But, autonomous territory. Autonomous territory, not a country proper. Oh, its royal anthem, though, is "There is a lovely country." Least densely populated country in the world. So Greenland is a country. I don't fully understand these distinctions. Like, I understand that I need to, I don't know, allegedly I do political philosophy, but I find the discussion of countries so uninteresting that I kind of just like, what's a country? What's a state? What's a geographical region? It's not important for my purposes, but I should probably make sure I understand it eventually. Alright. It's Wales. Hey, there we go. Wrexham number 3. Wrexham tomorrow morning. So excited for that. Hopefully get a big draw at least. A Swede named Munters invented it in the 30s, then sold the patent to Dow after they rediscovered in the 40s. What's that everyday solid? So Dow is a chemical company. A solid that is used regularly. Munters or Munters. I'm trying to think of names of products that seem similar to this. Nothing comes to mind, unfortunately. It's not going to be like soap. Soap comes from before the 30s. Oh, man. We're not going to get this one, I don't think. Maybe it could be the last part of his name, like terrarium. No, I've got no idea. Swedish things. Also, there's no reason to think that Dow would call it after its Swedish name or the Munterian portion of it. Chemical solid. It's not bar soap. That's been around for a very long time. What solids do I use every day? Dishwashing powder. I have no idea. We're going to do the humble potato. In 2019, Australian scientists discovered that darkling beetle larvae can digest what famously non-biodegradable material? Is it plastic? The future is in plastic? No. Because those styrofoam, because those environmental concerns, dozens of US cities have banned takeout containers made of what insulating stuff? It is styrofoam. Polystyrene foam. Well, close enough there. Styrofoam is DuPont, so not that. Sorry, Klaus. My apologies. Styrofoam indeed is correct. Very good to know. All right, last one for now. I need 2 points. In 2024, Taco Bell, I have no idea, collaborated on a limited run tostada with what snack cracker brand? So last time I was in the US, Taco Bell was doing Doritos things. I did not like the Doritos taco because it left powder on my finger. Like, is it Ritz? Is it saltines? I cannot imagine it being saltines. So I'm going Ritz as a snack cracker I know. We good? Nope. Since the early 1930s, under various corporate parents, Sunshine Biscuits has marketed what inch square yummies? Triscuits? Triscuits and Taco Bell have nothing to do with each other. Okay, fine. A weird hole in the middle, an apparently 100% real cheese formula, and a name you yell when the fuzz is on the way. What's that cracker? So this is the police. Scram. Cheez-It. Ah, it's the Cheez-It. Okay. There's a Z there. Cheez-Its. There you go. Only a 9-point day for Old Resorty. I'll take it. Whoops, sorry. Cheez-It. Taco Bell. Was this any good? Did any of you try this? Why? Why would they do this? I understand that we're like always looking for new markets. Blah, 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 capitalism, but still. Hey, Tyrion Rex, thanks for the resub. Americans and their Cheez-Its, haha. I'm afraid you're right on that, haha. Thanks for the resub. Cheez has their own frozen pizza. Man, but why? What hath God wrought? Why can't we go back to eating the foods my grandmother would recognize? Foods like pink wafers, pink strawberry wafers, the best of all possible foods. I want to have those as my Wrexham snack tomorrow morning, but I will resist because I don't want Eka to say, that doesn't sound very healthy, blah, blah. All right, just above average, 8.2 today, got that 9 instead. 204 wait. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, I got confused about why the O was not there. 2.1 in arts and culture still. Yeah, I said this is my goal. We got another 3 today. Our 3 today, hope it pushes higher. Strawberry wafers are better than chocolate. It's true. I mean, I am not a fan of chocolate. Whenever anyone gives our family a gift of chocolate or cocoa or anything that starts with C, it's for noms. Like recently, a friend/student brought back what was it, like Portuguese fine chocolate full of port or some other dessert drink. Just not good. Just not good. I mean, if you're watching, student, you're awesome. You've brought so much to my term my class this term. I appreciate you. However, chocolate's for noms. I just can't take it. So I throw them rough screaming. I mean, I take it. I do the bow. I'm very gracious. But yeah, noms is the chocolate person. I am definitely the strawberry yum-yums. It's true. It's true. It's true. Oh, and they come in this giant bag. Man, I'm hungry enough for strawberry wafers. Gotta stay focused on the stream team. It's time for the redactyl. Put any word you want to in either of the chat rooms. I'll type it into the old redactyl machine here, and we'll see what we can discover. Artificial strawberry flavor, you're not wrong. It's so good, though. I mean, it's currently Ichigo season here, the end of strawberry season. I should get real strawberries. Modern, there's but one. Strawberry, there are none. The word Soviets, no Soviets. Chocolates, 0 of those. Klaus, thank you for helping with that distinction. The styrofoam is DuPont, and it's always blue. Good to know, thank you. Road is 0. Wafers is 0. Y'all are making fun of me. Organization. There are 4 organizations. The word balls. There are no balls today. Governed. Governed. There are none of those. Science. We have none of those. American. 2 Americans today, so not fully American probably. Art. There's none. City. We have 4. Parsnip. None. Styrofoam for 100. You lose control of the board. Dragon. No Welsh things here. How about the word movement? We have 55 movements. Holy cow, Radicus. Good job. First, there are 11 of those. Style, there are 9. The word map, there are none. Ship today, 2 ships. I only recently learned the word ship can be used as a verb. I ship. Risen noms example. I imagine them in a relationship. There you go. Citizen. None of those. War. What's it good for? 1 answer. Polystyrene. I don't believe so. No, it's not. How about we do the word philosophy? Oh, please, yes. 1. How about national? None of those. The word symphony. Is there a symphony? No symphonies. The international. There are 9 international things. How about some socialists? There are no socials today. Involuntary, none of those. The word bowel movement, no, I'm sorry. How about celestial? None of those. Language, we have 14. European, we have 5. Whew, all right, a quick break, stretch the fingers a little bit. Imagine myself a good typist. Let's get back to it. How about religion? 52 religions, good job. Device, there are none of those. Novel, we have none. League, there are none. Colony today, there are 2. Liver, we have 13. I believe in your ability to get religions very quickly. Good luck. Christian today, 20 Christian things. How about faith? 4 of those. Abrahamic, 2 of those. Well done. Liberal, 1 liberal somewhere. Sufism, probably not. How about the word animist? Probably not. I also mistyped it. I apologize. It's not. How about the Zoroastrians? Oh boy. All right, typing. None of those. Judaism. 3 of those. Quakers, please don't be Quakers. It's not. How about Islam? 1 of those. Baha'i. No Baha'is. Mandaism, none of those. Judaism with a different spelling, none of those. The Pastafarians, good lord, no. The Amish, not today. Voodoo, that spelling, 1 of those. How about the Shakers? No Shakers. How about the Rastafarians? 3 Rastafarians. Okay. How about the Mormonism? I think it's too short for that. How about the Mennonites? I like that. No Mennonites today. The Orthodox. 3 of those. The Catholics. None of those. Oh my goodness, friends. I thought religion would be easy for us, but we're struggling now. Having a struggle. How about the word duty? There's 1 of those. A Rastafari instead. There you go. There you go. Yeah, when Rastafarian comes up, like, wait. What religions could possibly have a reference to Rastafarians other than Rastafari? Well done indeed. Get that one figured out, team. Good job, GG. Well played. It's an Abrahamic religion that developed in Jamaica during the 1930s. It's classified as both a new religious movement and a social movement by scholars of religion. There is no central authority and control of the movements, and much diversity exists among practitioners who are known as Rastafari, Rastafarians, or Rastas. I believe Bob Marley is the one who pushes this into popular culture more. And then a number of my black students find Rastafari very, very interesting as an intentionally black diaspora approach to religiosity. And though they don't believe in it, they believe in the idea of it, at least. What's new religious movement? Yeah, this tends to be any religion that started in the past century and a half, 2 centuries. So new religions include things like Scientology, things like Mormonism, things like the Black Jewish movement out of New York City. Any religion that you understand the origin of more fully than the ancient texts is definitely one that's part of new religion in the scholarship of religion these days. Anyway. Good work on that one, team. Well done indeed. There's something I want to talk about during this one. What was it? I have no idea. Was that a good one? Do we enjoy that one? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Give me a 1 for thumbs up, a 2 for thumbs down. Is Rastafari a good one for us to do? I think it's a good one. Yeah, I think it's a good one. You all are agreeing. It is indeed a good one. All right, thumbs up. What made it fun? Something that we knew. Granoff. Granoff's votes won. Even if you'd voted against everyone, Granoff, I would have gone with your answer because you bribed me. Granoff, thank you much for the reason. I appreciate it. Something that we knew, but wasn't first in mind. A fun puzzle for educational and playing purposes. I almost said Ladidic there, related to play, but no. All right, good job. A fun one for sure. Friends, it is time for us to do a little thing called the Rizdactyl. It's that part of the day when I go to the giant list of submissions that you all have made recently and decide to play one of them. I'll go check the list of how many submissions there have been. Also, is it possible I'm making my own submission right now because I want to play it? Yes, it is. And so go ahead and pull it up now and see what is what. Currently on the list, there are 383. We are going to hit 400 before too long, aren't we? Oh, boy. All right, friends, on the screen right now, I have one that I would like to share with you. It's one of mine, so everyone gets to play. And I don't want to say anything else about it right now until we get a little farther on. Good luck and Godspeed to us all. One for every day of the year. Yeah, we're never gonna get through the list unless I say we can't accept any more submissions. We'll see. It is something I've discussed with Noms recently. Noms and I have discussed this before, but it's been years probably. Is it the Quakers? No. Is it a person? Yes. Is it an object? No. Is it a road? No. Is it man-made? Yes. Is it tangible? No. Is it Liza Minnelli? How dare you? Is it Bob Dole? It is not Bob Dole. No, not Bob Dole. Are they still alive? Probably not. No. Did the person build a road? They did not do so. No. Would I welcome them into our Project Zomboid base? You know what? Sure. They'd be useful in Project Zomboid. Is it a male American? Probably. If I hung a photo in my classroom, would people think I was weird? Yes. Did they disappear? Yes. Is it D.B. Cooper? It is not D.B. Cooper. No. Did the person live on Rhodes, Greece? I don't believe so, no. Is it a real person? It is not a real person. It's debatable, but I'm going to say it's not a real person. Is it a fictional person? Yes. Is it a unique person? Yes. Would they provide a positive impact on the ESA marathon going on right now? I don't know what you're talking about, so I'll Google that real quick and try to answer. ESA marathon. European Speedrunner Assembly. Unfortunately, no. They would not be helpful there. Are they from folklore? Yes. Is it Uther Pendragon? It is not. Were they American? Probably. Probably. Does this person purportedly live over 1,000 years ago? No. Do they eat cheese explicitly? I mean, I know you're asking, do we know for sure if they eat cheese? But when you say it that way, Jim, it sounds a little intimate. They did not eat cheese explicitly, no. Are they European? Probably not. If you were going to team trivia game, would you want them on your team? They would probably be helpful with some things I don't know, yes. Johnny Appleseed, no. Paul Bunyan, no. Did they present as male? Yes. Were they African American? No. Is it a philosophical concept? It's related to philosophical concept, but not in a direct way. Are they religious? Yes. Paul Bunyan, no. Is it White Jesus? It's not White Jesus in the very famous picture, no. Pecos Bill, it is not Pecos Bill, no. The most recent yes was yes, they are a religious figure. Absolutely. Was English their main language? Allegedly, yes. Allegedly, yes. Were they of European descent ethnically? Allegedly, yes. Is it associated with Christianity specifically? No. Is it a group of people? No. Is it a Rastafarian? No. I will tell you, though, it was during the Rastafarian redactal I came up with this thing. It popped to mind. Did they exist before 1840? They did not, no. Nope. Wait. 1840. No, they did not. Is it St. Nick? Nope. Is it Joseph Smith? No. Do they have a cool concept, a cool slogan? No. Are they catalyst for chaos? No. John Smith? No. Associated with Mormonism? No. Do they exist in a story from a book? No. Is it Atticus Finch? No. Were they famous for using mind-altering substances? They were not. They were not. This might be something that we don't know. We collectively don't know. If so, that's fine. I won't push too long. Were they some sort of prophet? Sure. Are they from Jamaica? They're not from Jamaica. No. Ram Dass? No. Captain Crisp? No. Did they wander? In some very vague sense, yes, but no. Uncle Sam? No. Emperor Norton? No. All very good guesses, though. Let me see if I can help with this a little bit. Though they are American, the religion with which they are associated is not practiced in America at all, to my knowledge. Were they into metaphysics? No. I mean, not that I know of. Is Smokey the Bear? No. I think the guy's name is just Smokey Bear. No, the. Are they related to slavery? In a sense, yes, but not directly. Is it related to voodoo? It is not related to voodoo, no. The Moonies? Not the Moonies. It is possible no one knows this one. It's entirely possible. I think it's absolutely fascinating, this thing, but So not practiced in the U.S. at all, to my knowledge. Related to Nation of Islam, no. It's an how else do I get there? Without just telling you. It's related to the Second World War. Do they live in America? We were not sure. Again, there's a question of are they actually an existent person? From outer space, no. Practice in Africa, no. Associated with the supernatural in some sense. The Shakers, no. The tribes that worship planes, close enough. Is it John Frum? Do you know John Frum? It's the cargo cults. People who believe that during the 1930s, an American named John showed up in these very isolated groups and gave a bunch of supplies and assistance to the native folks. And they call them, what are you? I'm John from America. And it's become John Frum as a religious prophet, deity of some sort rather. And yeah, apparently, according to Wikipedia, there's still about 5,000 people who celebrate John Frum, waiting for the return of this fellow who gave them so many good things. There you go. There you go. So do we give a point for the tribes that worship planes? That's not exactly right, but that is. I think no. I think we're gonna say no one got this one. I stopped it only to. Oh, we're getting yes. We're getting yeses indeed. We're giving yeses. All right. 500 Resorti, half a point. I can't give half points. It's all or nothing. Hello, Klaus. Thank you for the 100 bits, 100 bribery bits. Let me look in a moment. All right. So, who is it? Shadow Avatar picks up yet another point. You're allowing the rich to get richer, my friends. Whew. All right. Very good. Let's see what Klaus has submitted recently, and go ahead and play this one. To the bottom we go. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to say anything other than. Okay. Friends, I have one on screen right now. It is from Klaus. It is delightful. I wish you the best of luck. Is it related to Kansas? No. Is it a person? No. Am I sure you're doomed? You're not doomed, but ... Is it a slogan? Thank God. So recently, Klaus, we made a rule of no slogans, phrases, idioms, mottos, etc. It is indeed a slogan. Daigle, thank you for saving us. Related to the USA, yes. Is it man-made? Yes. Is it funny in a way? Is it a play on words? Not intentionally. Is it edible? No. Did it originate before 1900? No. Is it an ad? It is not an ad. No. Was it created before 1950s? It was not created before 1950s. No. Does it measure things? In a very, very loose sense, it does measure things, but I wouldn't focus on that, no. Is it a war slogan or phrase? No, it is not related to war at all. Is it Make America Great Again? It is not that. I probably wouldn't do that. Before 1990, no. Originally in English, yes. Does it mention a group of people in the phrase? Yes. Is it techie? It is not techie, no. Does it make a claim? It itself does not make a claim, no. No, but it does include a group, absolutely. This is a fun one, Klaus. And again, thank you so much for Daigle for asking about, is this a slogan or phrase? Because we would have never found that otherwise. Have I heard this phrase before? Yes. Got milk? No. Has it been published by a public or governmental entity? It has been published in discussion. It was not used like an ad slogan or anything of that sort. Does it fit in a bread box? No. Is it sporty? No. We Are the 99%? No. Was it created before 2000? It was not. Related to Pittsburgh? No. Is it used in songs? It may be, but only to parody this. Does it rhyme? It does not rhyme, no. Scraping the bottom of the barrel, no. Yes, we can. Great phrase, but no. Would it be appropriate to mention in elementary school? I mean, you could mention it. Discussing it would be very difficult, probably, or weird at least. Advertising, no. Freedom fries, no. What's up? It is not what's up. Again, not an advertising slogan, but a fine reminder of earlier days. Oh man, I missed all of the Super Bowl ads this year. Were any of them worth watching? I know there are quite a few for gambling, as I understand it, but should I go watch the ads? Alright, is it military related? No, not military related at all. All AI and nostalgia, none worth watching. Rough, many creepy. Well, welcome to the future, folks. Is it pretty fly for a white guy? It is not pretty fly for a white guy. I'm going to give you a slight push so we don't get stuck all day on this one. It is political. It is political in origin. Cash Me Outside, no. The ads are never worth watching. If you can disconnect, like go buy stuff from this is funny or surprising or exciting, I think like Super Bowl ads in particular have a status other than advertising. I hope. Is a specific campaign? Yes. 6-7. There's like some move for 6-7. I don't know what it is, but no, it's not 6-7. America First, no. Pre-2007, no. No. Grown up, when you say is a specific campaign, I don't mean, when I say yes to that, I don't mean it's like a campaign for like, protect the environment per se. It's a campaign of a politician. Fuzzy Math, no. Sarah Palin, no. I'm Not a Crook, no. Tippecanoe and Tyler, too, no. Oh, I didn't answer Believe Women. I just missed it, waiver. No, it's not Believe Women. Mission accomplished, no. Was the campaign successful? No. Campaign was not a successful one. Better with Bernie? Nah. Don't make me get too sentimental right now. Anytime that Bernie's mentioned, some part of my heart like smiles, warms up a little bit, and then just breaks, I think. I can see Russia from my house. No. Was it Jab? Please clap. No. Feel the burn? No. Dole for fruit, not for prez. Love it. You ask if it was for a single person election or general statement. I see. It is a single person election motto, ad, slogan, phrase, that kind of thing. Not ad, sorry. Is it American? Yes, it is. The one about the African warlord, I don't know what you're talking about, but no. Country First, no. Free hostages, no. Friends, it might be a good idea to begin narrowing down what campaign it is. That could be good. Hope and Change, no. Unfortunately not. Fortunately not. Not Hope and Change. The good old days when I used to feel things. There's that the young Christian out of Texas, I believe, seems very interesting. He's like Tarinico. Interesting stuff. Rent is too damn high. Oh, if only, but no. Unburdened by what has been, no. Part of Hillary, no. Presidential campaign, it wasn't a presidential campaign yet. Yes, rather. Defeat the Washington Machine, no. Post 2015, no. Was it Vermin Supreme? If only, but no. As a Democrat campaign, no. Stronger Together, no. No new taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes. No, it's not that. Not that at all. Was it a Republican campaign? It was a Republican campaign, yes. Yes, we can. No. Was it for a major party's nominee? Yes. Together America Can. No. Binders full of women. Exothermics finds it. A phrase that was used by Mitt Romney during his second U.S. presidential debate. He was talking about all the qualified women he intended to bring into his administration. He just didn't know which ones yet. He was going to look, though, because he had binders full of women. Klaus put this in when I started talking about binders of Final Fantasy cards earlier today. There you go. Klaus, you hero. Binders full of women. You thought of it when it was card binders. Game merchants are not alone in that, but absolutely. It was a very strange moment. Very strange moment there, but a fun one indeed. It's not a slogan. I think I said it's a slogan or phrase or that kind of thing. I think it was sloganized in response to Romney, possibly. Regardless, I just need us to talk about things that were not physical. Who got that first? Exothermics. Exothermics, well done. Let's go do one more real quick. One that's a little bit easier to get, perhaps. But you want to do the Dean scream? You want me to have to go, ah! What a strange time. Man, I feel very old. I want to say things like, back in the day, we used to believe in Okay, a submission from Verkato, or Weirkato possibly. I don't know who this is. Maybe a lurker out there. A fine submission. We'll definitely go ahead and take it and play it. Thank you for a very delightful submission. Let's go ahead and get it going. Good luck, team. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Is it a person? It is not a person. No, not a person. Is it tangible? No. Is it man-made? Yes. 'Tis man-made. Yeah. There you go. There you go. This feels nice. By comparison with thinking of the past few minutes about young Bernard and recent politics, this feels good to think about. Is it a work of art or literature or music? Yes. Is it located on Earth only? To the best of my knowledge, yes. We could probably talk about that, but I think so. Is it an event? No. A theory? No. A concept? No. Is it religious in nature? I'm going to say no on that one. Yeah, not religious in nature. Is it a work of fiction? It is a work of fiction. Well done. Well done. Is it a book? Not to my knowledge. Is it a book? Not to my knowledge. No. Is it a film or TV show? It is a film or TV show. We're narrowing down very quickly today. Well done on that, team. Is it from before 1900? No. It's post 1900. Is it a comic? Not to my knowledge. Did it originate in the contiguous United States? I suspect so. Yeah, looking like it did originate in the contiguous United States. Is it Firefly? No. Is it a comedy? Not to my knowledge. Is it from before 2000? Yes. Is it made in color? Yes. Yes. After 2000? No. Is it science fiction? It is indeed science fiction. Is it Star Trek? It is not Star Trek. Dawson's Creek. Yeah, what's his bucket from Dawson's Creek? Died recently of cancer, I believe. Sad stuff. Yeah, James Vanderbeek, I believe. I've never seen it at all. His show. Contact with Jodie Foster? No. Is it set in the U.S.? No. Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No. Was it a blockbuster? I don't think so. Wizard of Oz? No. Babylon 5? Wow. Wow, good job, team. Babylon 5. Black Point got it in just before Shadow Avatar today. American space opera television series created by writer and producer This American Guy. And he is from not Alaska. Well done, well done. As many of you know, this is one I've not seen. I promise I will watch Firefly before I watch this. Holy moly, have I been saying I'm gonna watch Firefly someday since it's been like 8 or 9 years probably. Firefly was one of the very first, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't watch ... this stream ever had. That's insane. I am a deceptive human being. Don't worry, I'll watch it real soon. Pure falsehood. Watch Babylon 5 first, but it's like 22 episodes long. Sorry, 22 episode, 5 seasons, 5 times 22. You can do the math. Black Point, good job indeed on the points there. Black Point 001. All right, excellent. Babylon 5 might be better. You love Firefly, but a lot more political stuff in Babylon 5. Cyber Oracle, thank you for knowing me. Thank you for being aware of the kinds of things that I care about and enjoy. The only problem is I watch my 1 episode of TV a day with Noms, and she's perhaps less interested in politics than I am. I know she likes Firefly a lot, but we'll see what happens. I'll see if I can convince her to have us watch it after. Actually, we have no active show right now. That's a nice date night. For date night this week, we're watching, is it The Phantom Thread? The Phantom Thread, a piece by, or that includes Daniel Day-Lewis. It's a romance, which I tend not to like watching so much, but for date night, it seems important. A political officer once told you that everything you know about international relations is in Babylon 5. I keep trying to say Battlestar 5, others were off on that one. I appreciate that. That'd be a good thing to know. I'm having an IR professor visit my class next week. This next week is going to be, I don't want to give the exact name, but it's like Teachers Visit Teachers Week. So we can learn about how each other teach across the curriculum. And so I'm having international affairs professor visiting, and then a professor of, I think he teaches physics or biology. I can't remember right now. So we'll see. Should be interesting, though, and I'm going to go watch. Actually, I haven't decided what I'm going to go watch yet. There are a number of opportunities. That said, on the list of sign-ups, like, each professor gets to put forward a little, like, blurb, I guess, for their class to invite other professors in. And I spent a long time on mine, like thinking about how to sell it. And, here's the general theme of the class. Here's what we're going to do this day. Here's what's is important, blah, blah, blah. And one of the physics professors in the, like, what are you doing in class today? Just wrote physics. No need for explanation. No, what are we doing? In this class we do physics. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, team, it is time to play a little game called Project Zomboid. You're welcome to join me/us in this playthrough. Thank you so much indeed to Farinanthus and other players and mods for helping keep this thing stable, we'll call it. Yeah, the server working well. There have been some bugs and other issues throughout the past few days, but I think we're in good shape now. So very, very good. Over the past few days, I know people have been playing. I do not know exactly what has been changed and done. I'll probably start our playthrough today on my bank character, just to look around a little bit at base, because my main character, Dr. Resorti, is off exploring somewhere far away. So let's see how this thing goes. Also, like I said, feel free to join us. I look forward to having a group of y'all playing and having fun. Maybe it's time to bring back the community Minecraft server instead. I don't know. If you could have any community server to play with people from our stream, what community server would you want most of all? I think over the next months and years, it could be good to have one of these. Project Zomboid is fine, of course, but I wonder what else. Am I going to have a crafting alt too? I love it, but no, just a bank alt. Unfortunately, it's not a gnome. If only it were a gnome. Did Dr. Resorti go to a farm upstate to live? The first Dr. Resorti did, but Dr. Resorti number 2, my 5th character, I think, is doing just fine again. Minecraft's good, lots of room, less stress. Yeah, Cyberwall, I get that. Project Zomboid is, at times, a game that really says, okay, congratulations, time to die. Big jump of the emotions there. Don't starve. This Ira, I know you've wanted that one so bad for a long time. I'm just not very good at Don't Starve. And again, it's a game with stress in it, so I'm not sure. We'll see. Have I ever played Echo? I have not. When are we going to a hospital? It's one of the many things I need a team to do with me. I would like very much to... Why are we stuck on getting server info? Huh. So about that stable server, I just loaded Project Zomboid on my end. I wonder if we need to restart the server maybe to let me in. Okay, I'm gonna board for right now and try to connect with main Zordi. Oh, you gotta try 2 or 3 times? Okay, that's strange. Let's try again then. Valheim. Valheim's pretty cool. It's a game that requires a lot of work on resources and building. All I remember from Valheim is standing there for a full stream, mining, and still not having enough ore to do something I wanted to do. It was craziness. Dude, Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think we can do a shared server of that, but it would be kind of funny to have a multiplayer playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I think for it to be effective, though, I'd have to have other people on voice chat, and I don't do too well with that, unfortunately. Yours got stuck in info for a while. You toggled your VPN on and off, connected right up. Yeah, I don't have a VPN running on this one. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't go, I'll probably restart the server. So please get to a safe okay. Maybe uncheck Steam Relay. It's unchecked right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try turning it on. Just change it somehow. It'll work. I don't quite know what Steam Relay does, but we trust Ferdanthus. Would someone mind saying on server that I'm going to be restarting the server? I would appreciate it. I don't want anyone to die due to my selfish desire to play on the server I'm paying for. That's too bad. That's too bad. Maybe relaunch the game. So I just loaded the game a moment ago. I'm happy to do so, but it's not like it's been sitting in the background for a long time. But sure, we'll try it first. Maybe it's probably on my end. They've been told, waiver, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if we don't load in fairly quickly on this load, I will restart the server and run AFK for a minute. But, Brew, how's it going? Good seeing y'all stopping in today. I appreciate it very much. All very good. Steam Relay is no good. What on earth does Steam Relay do? Server already restarting. You hero. You hero. You were told to get safety, then boom. Fernandez has no time for any of this nonsense. Boom is what we do. Alright. It is not currently extant. All fine, all good. I realize there's traffic to Steam servers. Is that a way of limiting, limiting your IP address being available? Pharaoh, please don't dox me. I've already doxed myself. Please don't DDoS me, thank you. While this thing is booting back up, we'll call it, I'm gonna go get some coffee real quick. So back in just a moment, and we can go play in Russia. That'd be good. Hey McDursey, I'd love for you to join our playthrough. If you get the info on Discord, we'd love to have you in it once it reloads. Anyway, running AFK for 3 minutes while it loads. I thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully get some zombieing in real soon. BRB, thank you. Hello again. Server's back up. Awesome, 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 awesome. I didn't tell you a story I meant to tell you though, so while we're loading, I will tell you this story. It is finally time for me to put in an attendance policy, which I hate doing. Right? I don't like the idea of having an attendance policy. It undermines the desire for responsibility I have in the students. It makes me have to be like a bit of like paternalistic to them in a way I hate, etc., whatever. So the other day, I get an email from a student that says, "Hello, professor. I came to class on the first day, but I haven't been there since then. Is it mathematically possible for me to pass your class still?" I wrote back saying, "Hello, students. Nice to meet you. Grulon, thank you for the reason. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. You've missed 16.5% of the course grade thus far, and we have an exam coming up in a few days here that will determine another 10% of the grade. I don't think you're prepared for that because you have missed literally every class session. It is the case that all of my colleagues would have failed you for now for having completely missed like 16 days of the semester, etc., etc. So from the perspective of rule or law, you're allowed to decide if you want to come to class. It is mathematically possible to pass." I then said, "I now want to speak from the perspective of wisdom. That you have not emailed me at all, that you have not come to class at all, suggests a profound, profound disrespect for the material, for the other students, for me. Over the past weeks, we've put together a classroom community that is comfortable with discussion. I do not know how the other students will respond to your popping in without having done any of the work. I think that you should probably not continue this semester and come back in a term when you're ready to more fully focus on school. That said, it is your decision, but I hope you choose wisely." About 10 minutes ago, I got an email that said, "Well, professor, see you this evening." Yeah. Yep. Yep. So we're doing this, and I will set aside the disappointment and confusion in my heart and treat him like any other student. But I really wonder how the other students will respond to him. I really wonder if they're going to be cool, because they will it's a fairly small class. It's 12 students. They will recognize to come in. Yeah, and I even said in the email, like, if you get 100% on every assignment from here forward, including the exam in a few days, your highest possible score is a B minus. If you get a C, a 75 on everything, you get a D minus, right? It's strange. They may not have room to drop the class without having visa problems. Yeah, so visa eligibility is checked on only the first day of the semester and the, I think, 5th day of the semester or something like that. And then after that, you can drop with no problems for the semester. You have to re-enroll for the next semester, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, team. I don't want to spend much more time on that, but gotta say, feels bad, man. And maybe I need to have a policy that if you do not attend class at least once a week, out you go. I don't know. Project Zomboid is not responding. We'll wait for the program to respond. Is this going to be a difficult day in Old Resortyville? I have the little blue spinny going. I don't know. Yeah, I found that these students, I'm not sure if it is the generation, if it is the school I'm at, etc. These students just don't seem to care about even like the low bar for basic participation. Like attendance, unless it's forced, reading, unless it's forced. It's just so different from how I think I and my colleagues approach things back in the day. Yeah, the game has really crashed, so we'll launch it again and see what happens. My character died. I think I logged into the one who hangs out in base. So if she actually died, no problem, but I don't think she would have died quite yet. We'll see. So, I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking back in undergrad, I had a professor who was very, very popular, very, very interesting, and very, very kind. But he absolutely had a line in the sand that you could not cross. And he didn't justify himself. He just said it, and that was that. So remember one time we had these like daily assignments. I got a 7 out of 10 on it. Not a big deal. But I approached him and said like, hey, I think you misunderstood what I was saying here. I was putting forward this argument, blah, 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 blah. What do you think? And he said, Resorty, that's wrong. And there was no justification past that. Just, Resorty, that's wrong. And another time, remember, like there's a class session where the professor asked a question of a student, and the student gave some answer that was obviously made up on the spot. And the professor said, oh, you haven't done the reading. How disappointing. And like, some part of me wants to be that guy and just call things how they are, as opposed to toadying for the sake of SFFs. I don't know. I'm really bad at just calling students out and saying, look, you have been sinful this day. Look, you're a profound disappointment to all of us. Yeah, I don't know. It's the customer service model of education, of course, that is the origin of at least some of this. Hey, team, if we could stop leaving giant piles of nails on the floor, that sure would be great. Oh, maybe there aren't any here. I thought we had a pile of like 100 nails on the ground. Yeah, please don't do that, though. Apparently it causes problems for the server at times. What's this pile? Hey, it's welding stuff. Very cool. We are cold. I'm going to have good old Lydia Zordy here pick up a coat if possible. A light like windbreaker would actually be fine. Cotton long johns, absolutely. This is what we need in life. They go on underneath. I'm sure it's fine. All right. Okay, nerd. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I recognize that I, in fact, am a nerd. I don't think it's too much to ask for. We're not doing this game. This game is not being done right now, in which I try to justify the way in which my students aren't doing the basic things and why it's a problem, etc. I'm just a big old nerd, it's true. Alright. I'm going to keep popping around this place real quick just to see what exactly is here. The base is more and more impressive, it's true. Oh yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Daigle. I think you got to be fair. You got to ensure that everyone's being treated well. I just don't like it that more of my students seem okay with doing things on a technicality. Hey, we have no water. All right, team, minor issue. There appears to be... Okay. There is water in this saucepan. If you don't mind me transferring it into my bottle, that'd be great. Port full. Wonderful, thank you. There's water in the sink now? Okay. But I like the dispensers. Dispensers are so nice. Let's see what else the base has going. So, our playroom continues to have lovely things. I think these are bottles of wine water. Is that right? It was just water. I thought Fernandez had made some wine water at various points. Yeah, exactly, Daigle. I mean, part of just the focus on grades is annoying, but also, for a lot of students, the aim is just getting through, and so they can get through on a technicality. And here I mean Americans. This is Americans in particular that do this, as opposed to my Japanese students, who are just so diligent. They do exactly what I ask them to do, no problems. Kids these days, Alright, what else has been added recently, team? Is there anything in particular I'm missing right now, or... I mean, the organization is A+, yes. Huge fan of that. I put a bunch of seeds on the ground. Oh, that's probably true. That's absolutely true. I apologize. I definitely was part of the problem, not the solution, when it came to seeds on the floor. Why are there zombie bodies so deep inside the base? Did we have an attack of some kind? Yeah, very strange thing. Good and bad thing doing exactly what you're told to do. Oh yeah, I mean, I want to say that the practical wisdom that is developed throughout one's teen years hopefully gives people a sense of what people are worth listening to. That yon teacher is not trying to lead you astray. They came here and you fought them. Oh, I appreciate you fighting them. I'm just surprised it happened. Shazwick, thank you for being a friend, I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for being kind. So is it the case now that more and more zombies will be coming to our base? Or did someone lead them in? Or how exactly did that work? Hopefully don't need to fight. I'm going to have Organizor to get rid of one body. If we could all do that, it'd be totally amazing. If each person who is leaving base could just grab one body and drag it out, I'd be so unbelievably grateful. Just random zombies show up? Okay, cool. We're going to sit down real quick. We'll take the body outside, and then I'll load my other one. You move bodies today, Grob, you don't have to do too much. Just one. If everyone does one, everything's better. All good. We're past peak day. What's peak day for Memphis? Do more and more zombies get added to the world until peak day? Open the drawbridge. The zombies dislike how organized we are? Maybe so. You have nothing to add but eating food and water? You could definitely learn skills. Oh, across the way. Wow. The first floor of the barn is finished. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm going to take the body. I don't know where. I don't want to take over like the fence also. Man, someone's actually building a city. I think it's Rog. Has started making a place for, I think, our cows to live. Maybe for Elstil also. I'm not quite sure. We are nicely exhausted. Hopefully that builds up our fitness. We may have overdone it, possibly. One body out. Glorious. And then maybe one bit of organization. Rog did build it for the cows. Awesome. Are you an enemy? Hello to you, Grabzilla. It's foggy. Don't get killed, my friend. You'll be okay. What piece of organization can I do? I'll take one item from the giant pile in here and put it somewhere better. Behold! Bleach. You know what? We could have bleach over in the car area as like a partial car wash. That'd be good. That'd be good. All right. What is most like bleach in here? None of that. How about over here? I don't even know if bleach can be used for cleaning at all, but there we go. The world is better organized than it was a moment ago. Hooray. Let me get out of the way now. We'll go ahead and log out and change on over to the normal character. You can clean it or kill yourself. Yeah, we don't intend to drink the bleach. I want to clean things. I think nice clean cars would be good. Alright, what on earth is Resorty up to? I know he's... we spent like 15 or 20 minutes last time helping viewer Oda Toda get gas for their vehicle. We drove back and forth. Oda Toda forgot to fill the gas can we gave them. That was something. That was definitely something, team. I did not enjoy that at all. They then got back to base and died. Alright, Oda Toda, you've been a long-term member of the community. I'm sure you're not trolling at all. But that's unfortunate. Poor Oda Toda. Poor Oda Toda. Were they a zombie the whole time? I'm actually not sure if I medical checked them. I was so focused on getting them gas. It was a nice little set piece, though, for some roleplay. And really, what more can one want in this game than set pieces for roleplay? Okay, I believe I have no food. I believe I'm currently eating the bounty of the forest. Is that true? Rotten berries. Oh! The food rots in my character's pocket, even if we're not logged in. Is that true? Okay, we can no longer trust the bounty of the forest, unfortunately. Also, it's very foggy. So, I do need some food. But wandering in an area I've not explored in the fog does not feel very good. Someday there will be a master forger. I don't have a two-handed weapon equipped right now. I'm not exactly sure why that is. Man, getting deeper into the forest. Spooky, spooky. Anything? Anything? There's something red here. Are you berries? You're roses. There are fewer zombies if you head out than turn back. That makes sense. I just don't want to waste all of my calories walking if I can't find anything to eat. Oh. Poisonous mushrooms. Those will keep us satiated for the rest of our lives. An acorn. I know acorns can be cooked as part of a soup or stew, maybe? But I wish I could look for food in general as opposed to just for berries or. But a rock. I do not need a rock right now. A wild tomato. And hemp dogbane. I know what hemp is. What is hemp dogbane, team? Also, speaking of hemp, I saw a number of studies that come out recently suggesting that maybe Americans' widespread use of hemp is causing problems with various medical outcomes and medical considerations. I don't know enough about anything to talk about that other than that's unfortunate. I know some of you enjoy the hemp very much. You can eat raw acorns? Alright, cool. Good to know. Thank you. What are you? A millipede. I'd prefer not to eat the bugs. But if it comes to it, it comes to it. I think the New York Times had a couple articles on this. America's the land of sports betting drug addicts. Oh, okay, team. I had an idea the other day, and I need you to tell me if it's a dumb idea before I pitch it somewhere. I was thinking of DARE, like Drug Abuse Resistance Education, and how strange of a program it was, and how I think generally ineffective it was, because DARE did not discourage drug-using behaviors in the way that it was expected to, and a lot of people say, at least, that DARE was their introduction to drugs. I don't know. I need to look at the studies for that. Regardless, I've been wondering, is it time for GARE? G-A-R-E. Gambling Abuse Resistance Education. So if gambling's gonna be legal in our country, fine, whatever. Just make sure that kids understand from an early age what gambling is and how it works. And instead of having it taught by police officers, maybe have it taught instead by like social workers or people who are not carrying guns and looking giant and being told, if you do this, I will put you inside of a box. Rabble, rabble, rabble. I don't know. Would that make sense to you? Would that be something worth thinking about? Or is it just, ridiculous? Because I don't want to, like, turn into a character from The Music Man. Stay away from drugs and liquor and so on. Also, I've lost my truck, just so you know. I've absolutely lost my truck 100%. We'll find it eventually. I don't know. Talk about math teachers. I mean, that's fine also. Math teachers, social workers, whatever. I really do wonder if it'd be, again, not necessarily something that should be done, but something at least to think about. Like the attempted goals of DARE versus their actual outcomes. I don't know. Maybe it's silly. Okay, I am almost to an area I've never seen before. So I think my truck is still this way. DARE was successful in getting kids to turn in their parents. Yikes. I don't know. I hear so many stories now about the status of gambling in the US. And particularly about, for my purposes, the very unfortunate introduction of gambling advertising to college sports arenas. And the claim of, like, personal responsibility is such that blah, 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 blah. And, like, I get that's part of the American ethos, and I don't want to say boo to that, but I do want to say, like, if one's interested in eating a whole tomato all at once, one should better understand what they're getting into. And I think part of one's youthful education should be better understanding the limitations of one's ability to resist or whatever. I don't know. Okay, I've officially lost my truck. It is back somewhere. Oh no. Do I just push on? I believe I left my truck along this side. Exactly, Klaus. You can gamble on sports while watching sports. And again, I want to say blah, 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 personal responsibility, but this is then to disregard the structuring of personal responsibility. Like the understanding of the underlying elements of, you know, what this drug does, or the drug of excitement, the drug of possibility, the drug of spending all of your money and so on. It's bad, man. Yeah, I mean, I see it everywhere, and I don't know. There's got to be some way to approach it other than just a shrug and a wink at the market economy. Yeah, drug of dopamine, indeed. Again, I don't want to sound like a scold here. It's sort of just like a more education, more good kind of moment, I think. Okay, team. It is the case that my car has some troubles right now. Someone might have decided it was a good idea to smash into some trees. I believe my hood has exactly 0 durability remaining. Just FYI on that one. Where am I going currently? I think I'm just exploring places I haven't been before. I have not been to this place. It does have a medical clinic. Our real goal is to try to find an ambulance. That'd be pretty neat. Also, my car just stalled out. I expect that's because I may have slammed into enough things to damage the engine. I don't know. Alright, let's stop and check this spot out. It's not an ambulance, but it might have some interesting things for the old doctor here. Nothing really interesting. I mean, I might as well take the wrench that is a weapon. I don't have a two-handed weapon right now, but I do have, you know, at least this one-handed item. W is for wrench. There it is. Put it on the belt.
Two time.
Friend Axix. Friend Axix, thanks so much for the resubscription. It has been a very long time. 102 months. That's very silly. Very silly. Those of you who watch other streamers, how dare you, number one. But number two, what is the highest number of subscription you've seen? How high does it go, in fact? Again, Axix, thanks to your generosity. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for choosing the tier 2 sub. Tier 2 sub, twice as subby, I suppose. Thanks a bunch, though. I think Dolphin Chemist now must be like up to 140 or something. It's very, very silly how high the numbers go. At some point, it's get to like, I don't know, like, hey, thank you for the 423 months subscribing. It just feels silly after a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. Like, at what numbers it becomes silly, I know not. What's this? Kentucky Lumber Truck. I've never seen this kind of truck before. It is special. It's definitely one that stands out as being interesting and different. It's a light van bull driver, it's called. Huh. Hey, some work boots. Cool. Always worth taking the big boots. The knee pads. I can't decide if knee pads are good. I haven't seen other people use them. But more armor, more yes, possibly? Not sure. Hacksaw. Hard hat. Pile o' Crepe. Let's read about the Pile o' Crepe location. Manager wanted for the spot beside the Crossroads Mall in Louisville. Alright. Louisville is apparently over here. Those of you who are not Americans, do you say Louisville? It's fine if you do. I won't tell the people who live in Kentucky. But Louisville is how we call it around here. Okay. May as well grab the tools. Tools to tools. You see 150 months? Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Can't even imagine that many months. Also, I feel as if I might be playing a little bit loose right now. Like, I'm not looking around for zombies as much as I normally would. Would saw as much as I normally would. But, right, underweight, good. Okay, there's this road here. I guess we may as well check it out. If we got our car to turn on. Come on, baby, you can do it. Third time's the charm. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Louisville. Louisville. The RSA is called level, right? Like gym level of the astronaut, possibly? I'm not sure if I can actually drive through this. It's only a walkthrough. It is a drive-through. It's a drive-through, but that tree there is not. Baby tree are not real, correct? Good. There's a turn-off area to the right here. I wonder if it's like a camping ground in general. And maybe one of these unattended camping grounds. Noms loves these so much in the real life. Maybe poke around here, we can find some left behind treasure from prior campers. Find basically anything out here. Oh, found something. Found something. What we get? What we get? Found another centipede. Not ideal. I'm trying to remember what I've seen in Louisville. Is that the place that has that giant pyramid of a sports stadium? Or is that in Nashville? I hate to say it, but I've always gotten Kentucky and Tennessee confused. Ever since childhood. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if they were taught in a way that conflated the two for me, or if instead I just missed the day at school when the difference was explained. Poisonous. I suspect that poisonous berries can be composted. But, what are you? Wild garlic. Nice. I promise I will not spend the entire stream foraging in the forest. Though we do find some delightful items. It is not the most compelling of content by any means. Also, I am limited on water. Yeah. My car is not a bumper car. Blame... Who can I blame together with myself? Blame yourself for being interesting. If I were playing silently, just, hanging out, having a nice quiet time by myself, I think I'd probably run into fewer things. That's my claim, at least. Tasty mushrooms do give a tiny bit of thirst bonus for eating them raw. A little overweight. I think I said at the beginning of each day on stream, I would try to read 10 pages of my first aid book. Rob, how's it going, Rob? I thank you for the resub, friend. Thanks for using your Prime sub with us, and hope it's going well for you. Hopefully things are A-okay in Robville. I like the idea of a place where everyone is named Rob. It's similar to that place in one of the Falls where everyone's named Gary. This might be the end of the line for the old truck. I guess I'll continue on foot and just see if there's anything interesting out there. Though I think I am heading away from like meaningful civilization, and that might be a bit of an issue. Not sure, not sure. playing chat for reading, playing the game, reading chat simultaneously. Yeah, I think it's a skill that lots of streamers work on developing, and gosh, it's good fun to be able to talk to people while hanging out. But in games like this that do require a kind of focus, it is occasionally not my best work. So, how far on will I go before I abandon ship on this one? Being away from the car feels really, really bad. I do wonder how long we could survive out in the wilderness if we're only getting liquid from berries and other veggies and fruits out here. Now, possibly there will be a river at some point. Getting warm. Time to walk for a few. Just keep going until the dirt path ends. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to find out what we find down there. Oh, I should mark the truck, so I don't get confused. All right, no zombies, no zombies, no zombies, please. Back to me. And truck. There-ish. River's dirty water. Yeah, my hope though is I can make a fire and make it clean water if need be. I do have a plastic bottle. The lack of anything in which to... I guess I can boil water in an empty pop can, maybe? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how anything in this game works when it comes to outdoor living. Like, possibly picking up sticks at this point might be intelligent. I hope one doesn't need a proper log to make a forest, or a forest fire indeed, a fire. Okay. We still have a decent amount of water in the plastic bottle here. Have we reached the end? We have not reached the end. Alright, it's time for the old flashlight, I do believe. Only 420s doesn't help that much. Are we just going for a walk in the wilderness? I hope there's some big old house out here. Something giant and interesting for us to find. If not, I'm going to be eating a bunch of caterpillars for really no good reason. I haven't read the forging book, so I do kind of wonder how much XP I'm leaving on the table, so to speak. And I do wonder if there are more interesting items out here I'm not finding because of our forging level. Let's glance at it and see what it is right now. Foraging! Wow. Into level 6, actually. And I think foraging might just be you get a bigger and bigger search radius as you go along and find items more regularly. But... oh, this better not loop back into town. Let's stop for a moment. Well, I am very, very glad that we're learning the world around us. If it just looped back into town. A little side path here. People have explored this way before. Yes, wandering off the path. This is an excellent survival strategy. Okay, after I find these 2 items, I'm going to see what it takes to make a fire. I think it requires 3 stones, maybe? Nothing here says a fire. Maybe it's actually a building thing. Let me see. Fahrenheit has found a special zombie. What makes for a special zombie? There we go. So just 3 stones. okay. My current belief is there's nothing of interest off the beaten path, except I do see there's a road up ahead. Huh. I think I've talked before about my favorite childhood book, called Hatchet. I don't know if you know Hatchet, favorite childhood book for sure, about a kid named Brian surviving out in the Canadian wilderness with nothing but his hatchet, and how well he does in surviving and exploring and being found. However, he does a much better job at finding necessary resources off of his airplane than I have done. Do I have a lighter matches? I have matches back in the truck, I believe. I'm intending to go the flint and steel method. If I find flint again. I've possibly ignored flint a number of times. I'm going to change this to focus on finding stones right now. This had best not to be an adventure path. Have a little walk. Alright, 1 stone out of 3. It's 43 degrees out. Though we do have some comfy clothes on. I do wonder how it go long term. Oh, you can pick up stones you don't find? Oh, really? Wait, I can pick these up? You sure, fam? I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you fam that way. You sure, my friend? I don't know. Seems like that one may not be available for me, at least. Under gardening. Okay, so it is in gardening there. Cool, thank you. Mint. If I can find some water or make some tasty tea. Cat. So, do gardening. Remove limestone. So you can do that. Thank you for showing me how to do that. Is that just a stone that, or is it called it's called limestone. Too soft to use a hammer. Hope it counts as stone in the future. So maybe I can just like pick up this log also. Hey, I didn't realize that. Thank you. I thought you would identify the special items or nothing. But here we go, more stone. Oh, life is so much better than before. If limestone counts, we now have 3 stones. Let's find out. It needs to be stones. Not limestone. Okay. Are you a stone? Large, smooth, flat stone. Not a stone. The giant stone up there, I'm guessing one needs to have a shovel for. Have I been trolled? Team, I think I've been trolled. Why are we out here? Why am I so far from safety and goodness? Also, we failed in picking up that stone for some reason. All right, good. There we go. We do have 3 stones. What we do not have is a way to actually light the campfire, I think. And it's time for some food. Have another cluster of mushrooms. Aha! The path turns north once more. I'm going to continue looking for stones in the hope I can find some flint. We find flint? Really? Okay. I'm guessing that my wrench counts as steel. I believe we can now make a campfire. What's over here now? Ladybugs. Oh, you're so beautiful, but also, I need your crunchy goodness inside of me, please. I haven't found any animal tracks yet. I think someone came in recently and said that animal tracks seem to be bugged in the current patch. A spoon! Yes. We're eating our ladybugs in style now. Some black sage. that fights infections, I believe. Ah, this is great. I hope I can eventually make a bug soup. A river. A river. We found river, team. There is a lake pond out here. Maybe there'll be some beach houses. Or lake houses, I suppose. I remember reading about that one fellow, that one guy who, just walked out into the woods one day and survived over a decade out in the wilderness by, I think, breaking into people's homes when they weren't around. There's somewhere in New England in the U.S., and I think it really appealed to a bunch of folks, the idea of just disappearing into the woods and not having to deal with, all of this. Though these people often don't think about how incredibly lonely or difficult it might be. I think the guy said that in his over a decade out there, he spoke to only one group, like a father and son team. Oh, there are indeed houses out here. So this might be the path to Zombieville. Possibly going in... Hello, friend. Okay. So... I could run away and hang out with a campfire. Or I could potentially fight my way into here. Though I don't know how popular it's going to be. Okay, another one's coming. That's fine. Only the one. That idea too. Yeah, I think so many of us just feel overwhelmed right now by certain social expectations, and I think part of it is the being always available. A lot of people suggested that, knowing that their friends or their family or their bosses can reach out to them at any moment is very, very, very stressful. And even if they like these people, it's still the knowledge that you can't ever really get away. And that's sad. I think is the word for it. I don't know. I mean, what? Back in the late 1800s, Thoreau argues that the great mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. And it's not exactly novel to be bummed out with one's life, but I don't know. Okay, please be only one zombie. I sure would appreciate it. Yeah, this ends up being another tremendous, resort area full of people. I don't know. If I hear ideas of people living on their own outside, I recognize that I don't have the skills for it, number one. And I think, fundamentally we're social beings, blah, blah, blah. I'd get lonely, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if booze helps with, hydration. I don't think it does. We'll eat a handful of berries, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have the requisite skills to live out there, whatever that means exactly. I wish I did, but just don't. Okay, so we've made it to an area that has potentials for being safe overnight. Because we're playing on a multiplayer server, I don't like staying in one place overnight. But I hear a knocking at my chamber door. Where it is, I do not know. None of the doors are bouncing. There's one downstairs. I don't know if they can upset me through the floor or what. House Lake is fantastic. Yeah, this is my first time here. There are at least 2 zombies involved in the situation right now. It is 9 p.m. And so I need to keep my flashlight out. My doctor's penknife. Please fall over. Please fall over. Thank you. Who's up next? The man in black. Johnny Cash himself. We're out of water right now. If I set down my plastic bottle, I believe it starts picking up water from the rain. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm guessing there's going to be some water indoors. Let me listen for knocks real quick. I hear a knock still. A window is broken down here. Here they are. Here it is. We'll find out. Don't worry, buddy. It's all fine. Yeah, if they didn't make the doors bounce as enemies attack them, it'd be so much more terrifying. Hello, Ranger guy. Oh, God, I missed. Okay, fine. I don't know the quality of my wrench right now. Please fall over. Thank you. Oh, one more. There we go. All right. Hey, it's another zombie. I want to put on this hat. I have no time to put on a hat, unfortunately. That one went right down, didn't it? Okay. I wish to wear the hat, please. Glorious. Looking good? Hello? Server, please? Server, please? Oh, no. The hat belongs to the ground, it seems. Let's try one more time. I'll go just grab it instead. We good? No. This one doesn't appear to belong to the ground. Let's try drag and drop. Yeah. Nope. That hat is not for us right now. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Put our weapon away. I do hear knocking still. There's a generator here. That'll be good in the future. I want to find my way to a kitchen of some sort if possible. I am afraid of something just now. Okay, I think the knocking door may be over here. Yes, it is. Hello. Hopefully they've left the water on throughout the off season here. Okay. Okay, we've made it. Please water, please water, please water. Water! Water! Now, how much water? I don't know. Okay. Good shape. Any preserved food here? Rotten, 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 unfortunately. Other one. Rotten, rotten. Alright. Nothing but Robbie Rotten here. That's a guy, right? Lazy Town, maybe? I don't know. Oh my goodness, so many flashlights. Wow. Now, I believe I'm very, very far away from where I'm supposed to be. Oh, toilet. What's the medical area? Nothing. Okay. Toilet has water. Laundry rooms. There are lots of water-related areas here. There's no reason to be carrying all of these things. They should at least be in the bags. Pieces of wood right now I don't believe I need. So what am I carrying that's very heavy, I wonder? I'm going to equip the knife on our belt as well. Yeah, we're substantially overweight right now. I was grabbing a tremendous number of anythings out in the wild. I don't think we need any of them anymore. Things like backup reading glasses, probably don't need. I guess I'll keep my flint flake until I find at least one matches or lighter. So we have learned of spoon. We now know how to make spoons in forging. I didn't realize this character had the ability to research things. I don't know how I missed that. We do have a crowbar, though. All right. Totally loaded up on items right now. I don't have to take everything in this house. I get to live here instead. I feel strange living away from the rest of the community. Right? If we're playing multiplayer, it feels a little silly for me to say, oh, okay, well, actually, I'm going to live blah, blah, blah far away. You yokels are stuck together back there. Also think it might be difficult for me to maintain a house out here when other people are playing. Force everyone to move here? No. No. I'm the streamer. I'm not your master, though. I could tell anybody to do anything. Found some more bits of wood. That's where the heavy stuff is. I liked her on weight. Good. Oh, shoot. Flashlight, please. Okay. That was not great. That was not great at all. I did not enjoy that. So, two-handed weapon, you might want to learn, is in fact making you unable to hold your flashlight. Who would have thunk, who would have thunk, who would have thunk? This is locked or otherwise can't be manually opened. Fine. Whew, that was a bit sketchy indeed. A bunch of tools out here. That's great. Might be nice to take this red thing back home. What, craftsman box maybe? Okay. Zombie here. I wonder if the front door broke down, or if they came from somewhere unexpected. Okay, good. There's a broken window over here. That could possibly be it. This might have been upstairs or otherwise ready to go. It's front door. Oh, cool. Another area to loot. Unfortunately, the game I've been playing off stream for 15 minutes at a time is Fallout. And so I want to loot literally everything so I can take it back to base as junk and make more nice things. Building up my base one piece of aluminum at a time. Most ridiculous game ever. I should not be outside. What am I doing? Okay. Is this the room I was in previously? No, it's another kitchen. Right. Please have something non-rotten. A soda pop will do it. You're a hoarder, you want to pick up all of it? Yeah. Much to the annoyance of many of our viewers, I like picking up absolutely everything. Because one never knows when it might be useful. All this ice cream! All this tasty, rotten ice cream! No! Someone could have started here with so much ice cream, all for the kids. So I suspect if there are ever children in this game, which we all know will never, ever, ever happen, but if there are ever children in this game, it is definitely the case that they'll be at the camp here. I suspect. They must have a proper kitchen somewhere in here. It's useful not to be overburdened. I mean, I agree with you. What do I drop? It's all precious. I never bit of it. I mean, I now have 3 lights, right? Three lights might be a little excessive. So looting all of the flashlights perhaps unnecessary. Let's go drop this one. Let's take its battery and then drop it. That's good. That's good. A little better. A little better. I'm only light mauve? I don't know what color it actually is. Okay, let's wait in here. I'm going to drop the... I dropped water? Why did I drop water? That was a mistake. I'm going to drop the various bugs. They were ready for me in my time of need, but perhaps now they're less necessary. Hmm. 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 Well, close. More twigs. More twigs. Endless pieces of wood. There's always more of it. Ah, close enough underweight. Good, good. How about a cooking place? Hello? Okay. I wonder if one can start a fire in the fireplace. I expect one can. I want to go to live this place. Like, this is a really nice place to visit, I'm guessing. I've never been to this kind of, like, mountain or lake resort. Is that pancake mix? Oh, it looks it, but it isn't. God. Anyone hide a candy bar somewhere? Now, the suggestion earlier, this can be a really nice place to live, but it's very far from any road. And that makes me worry of how I'm going to get out of here. Okay. There is a wood stove. I dropped all of my wood. However, there are tree branches there. I don't think I have anything to cook right now except for the acorns. Let's try it. No lighting method available. So I wonder if I need to have the flint in hand. And I have the steel crowbar, etc. No, we don't know how to strike for sparks. I don't know if that's a real thing. If you can actually start fires that way. I know it's difficult, but still. Maple syrup. Endless calories. How about a lighter, though? I know you gotta keep it away from the kids. I'm fine with that. Endless rotten food, unfortunately. Hey, bubblegum soda. That sounds disgusting. But it's calories, so it's good. Lots of rot. Did not bring a lighter. Is it possible, team, to light a fire with flint and so on? Or is that not a thing in this game? I'm dropping the... I need to keep a kitchen knife because I need to cut things apart. What am I carrying that's very heavy? I mean, I'm carrying a bunch of sodas now. Let's just slam the sodas to drop some weight. I have a bunch of tools here. We don't need the whiskey. We're not playing a drinker in this game, so whiskey's unnecessary. What portion of my games is spent on, oh no, I don't know how my inventory works? Oh gosh. Flint and steel doesn't exist anymore. Okay, it did in the game at one point, but not anymore. Got it. In that case, I don't think I need my sharp flint flake. That was pretty heavy, it looks like. I did not realize that, but now I know. Okay. Berries are for consuming. Please don't be a diuretic, thank you. I wonder if I can make coffee. I do have coffee powder. I do have water. It'd be a cold coffee for right now, though. Yeah, I'm checking for matches. I haven't found any quite yet, but... Oh, it's snowing! It's snowing, folks! I did not know it could snow in this game. It's only October. This is definitely the latest in the game I've ever been alive. Also, I do wonder if I were to forage outside, if I could find matches by the grill. It's the kind of thing left behind. Let's find out. Anybody? Anybody? Anyone abandon things that children should not have? Seemingly not. Can't get through there. So Waver said they would like to have a wood stove. You're absolutely willing to, welcome to come and take this one if you want to. Though I don't know how far away I am from anything. Hello. Hey, another wood stove. Friends, there are multiple wood stoves. You want a wood stove? You want a frying pan? They're on offer up here now. Fedora guy. That's not me. Taking a hoodie could be good, though, to keep us nice and warm. A key. I wonder what that's for. A key. Multiple keys. Good. A bathtub? Wow. Someone is enjoying the life of luxury out here and learning about one heck of a mansion. Not too far away. Someone's trying to sell a mansion to the fancies live this way. Okay, I'm guessing there are other bedrooms on this floor. Interesting looking flag. What kind it is, I do not know. Also, I do want to still find a pencil if possible. This garbage head bag has something in it I don't think I can recognize. A chocolate cookie? Why would anyone throw away a chocolate cookie? Left there just for me, I'm sure. Masonry 3, I don't have marked as do not collect. So I'll take it home in case we need it in the future. Trying to do my part. Okay, have we explored over here already? We have, yeah. Whoops, missed this room though. Place for ham radioing for emergencies. Megan, call in a pickup from one of you. Still no matches, unfortunately. Book butchering 2 and reloading 2. Don't think we have these ones either. You said 2 days sitting and reading this game merchant. I love it. Are you doing other things while sitting and reading in the game? Like, are you, I don't know, like reading a book in the real world or playing a second game? Because it's not exactly the most exciting of gameplay to just sit and read. That said, I did say I would spend at least a little time each day sitting and reading from the Book of Doctoring. Let's probably go ahead and do that. Behold, the Book of Doctoring. What are the VHS tapes also? That's great. I think the addition of VHS tapes to the game, I'm kind of a fan of, obviously. Kind of worth doing so. Because back in the day, you had to know exactly when the TV shows came on, or you just lost that knowledge forever. And there was no obvious way as a brand new player to learn when the TV shows were on, so you got lucky or you didn't. And I remember being so much backseating when I first started playing this game. And Resorty, it is now 8 p.m. Why are you not watching television? Resorty, you're missing it. Go watch television. Alright, my intention is to get to page 90, and then we'll continue on again. Pharaoh, yeah, when I say miss things, I mean it misses easy skill points compared to ones you have to work for in the future. It's such a huge early bonus to have those skill points, but not a big deal. Yeah, when I say never get back, I mean never get back a sense of that time spent doing the work and so on. You can never get the bonus because the TVs turn off eventually. That's all I mean. No matter. No matter. You also miss news reports. I don't think I've ever heard a news report in this game. I probably am missing out because of that, but still, never heard of it. How about some matches? Anybody? I will burn down everything in this building. Like, every single piece of wood is going to go into the flames if I ever end up finding a lighter. How is it a camp with no lighter? That's one of those turns that I always worry zombies are going to get me to the top of the stairs. They're set up so well for it. Behind this door. Bunks. We really could ask everyone to move here. Like, this does have enough locations for people to enjoy. We found matches. And a photograph of the people who used to be here. People. Cat. Now, I'm guessing I can burn water. That's not true. Sorry, got distracted. I'm guessing I can burn letters and pictures and anything. This is a great place to live. So what do we like about this as a place to live, Pharaoh? It has the lake. That seems really quite nice. I'm guessing there are fewer zombies out here because we are so far away from meaningful population centers. But yeah, fewer zombies, that makes sense. Aha! We found another one of these. Okay. I need to go downstairs where we have the... Wait, when I gonna even burn? Or cook, rather. Bugs? There's nothing here for me to cook. All of the food is in very bad condition. Ooh, it's a lady picture. Fernandez, if you want this lady picture, you're welcome to come and fetch it. I know you have a museum of... I don't want to say pornography, but a museum of interesting pieces of art. Shower and more water. Can we wash some of our clothes here, I guess? Let's wash our outer shirt. I think we're wearing 3 or 4 layers now, which does feel a bit excessive. But if they keep us warm outside, I am happy. 2 more doors. Another bathroom. Oh, and a place to wash clothes. So I don't think we have a washing machine back at base. It's not clear we actually need one. Like, clearly it's the case that they use a lot of power, and we can always wash things by going into a lake. Nonetheless, it might be fun to have a actual washing machine as a sign of our progress. Check out the gardens outside. It is 6 a.m. I don't mind going outside pretty soon. What is this? Is this a reel-to-reel projector? I've never seen this in the game before. It cannot be the only one of them, but it is a cinema projector. Hey! Very cool. Very cool, very cool. A whole bunch of empties for recycling. The director's desk here is not a real desk, it looks like. More firewood, fantastic. Well, this is grand. The place for burning. If anyone wants a projector, I have found a projector. That's wonderful. Alright, one last room to check. And I think I've been everywhere inside the building at this point. More flashlights. A pencil, finally. That's what we needed. That was the true reason for going anywhere, is to find just one pencil. We don't have any soap, so our cleaning is very slow going right now. Also, I'll take no comments about cleaning things in the toilet. Desperate times, etc. Yep, there's bits of booze here. All rooms checked. Okay, I guess we'll look outside. That could be a fine thing to do. And I did want to cook something, but I believe we established there is nothing to cook. Okay, staircase down over here. Some of my clothes are wet, which made me think I probably should not be outside, but it should be okay. Alright, smaller little, what's it called? A boathouse, I guess. I see the zombies here. She's been unable to break in overnight. She's been her entire night trying to get in. And now she will only get out of living. Cool. Oh man, there's already a rain collector there. There's a bunch of tables and such. We have some keys, but they're not for that locked door. Could break it down. Let me poke around a little bit more and see if I can find a key for it. There are 2 other buildings behind the main lodge, it looks like. Caskets? There are 4 zombies to the north of here, and I'm hungry. The caskets do not have any food in them. Is this a graveyard? Oh. Okay, do I have any berries left? I think I may have eaten all of them. Okay, time for maple syrup. I think the first swig or two of maple syrup would be mighty, mighty tasty. After a certain point, though, I don't know, maybe the Canadians among us can tell us more about what it is to drink a bottle of maple syrup. Okay. Do I feel like fighting 4 of them? I think I can. I think I can. Let's check the durability on our weapon. Full condition. Fantastic. We're a little bit more overweight than we'd like to be. We'll be fine, though. I sort of want to yell, "Hey, you," here and see what happens. Only 3 of them are together. No panicking. One's down. I'd like to be standing on that one. I missed. It's fine. Okay, all down. Stomp. Whew! I got kind of close to a bad time. One is dead, I believe. There was a 4th one. Okay, those are both dead. All 3 dead? All 3 dead. Good. Where... The 4th one's coming right now. I think that's the 4th one I saw previously. My knowledge of range of my weapons is still somewhat limited. Something I've really got to work on if ever I want to be a true master of this game. Crystal Prado. They had a name. Are there other places in the game where one sees caskets? I'm sure there are. I just don't know about them at all. It's kind of a unfortunate moment. Did some campers die? Did people start turning? Okay, some hen houses here it seems. So chickens are long gone. Are there birds in this game? I don't think there are any wild animals in this game, are there? Don't think so. Don't think so. This leads to a path to the north, to West Point. There's one zombie here. No problems. Hello. The chickens are birds. Sorry, I mean wild animals. I mean, like, I don't know, like vultures especially what I had in mind. I don't mean to say that chickens are not birds. There's a bucket in a bag here. Because there's still water in the lodge building, I'm not too concerned about a bucket, where previously I've been so excited over it. It's now engaged in raccoon-like behavior. Open rotten canned fruit cocktail. Someone wasted fruit cocktail. Truly outrageous. And there's a bucket there. If I had the truck, I would definitely grab the bucket right away. I haven't seen rabbit or deer. Oh, I think someone mentioned that they were trying to trap rabbit. I actually have not seen one, which does not mean it's not out there. Just I haven't seen it. Okay. This is the back door to the building I was in before. I'm not sure I'd been here previously. Yeah, not sure. Also, I am able to research some things. Do they have to be in hand for me to research them, though? No. I need to learn about that research ability, how it works exactly. Green pan. Gotta catch them all. Cool. Yeah, definitely a place to loot. Had we gotten here earlier in the game, I would have been over the moon excited to find it all, but... What's this? Is this a workshop building? Whoa! A bellows? So I don't have any crafting abilities. But if I did... Is this a well? Wait, there's a well right here. Is this a well? Natural water source. Natural water source. There is a well here. And this is why this place is amazing, I'm guessing. The combination of that and all of the workshop items. Where does a mansplainer get his water from a well, actually? Oh, you. We've wet ourselves tremendously in the cold. That was a mistake. Luckily, the temperature is just above freezing, so we'll be fine. What is this? I don't recognize some of these things. A grindstone. Sharpen your blade on the grindstone. Wow. Now there's a chance of destroying the item. We did not destroy the item. We may have destroyed the item. Where is the item? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We did not destroy the item. It's good and sharp. Excellent. Another bellows, another forge. I guess if some people want to move here, they're welcome to do so, of course. Is this actually propane? Like, it appears to be actual factual propane. It's not showing up as such, but... Lots of tools. Over here, a press, maybe? Yeah, so I can click on these things here. Making clay. Making oil if you want to. From seed paste. What happens to the vise? Nothing. What happens to the press? Nothing. May I use the bellows? Advanced forge is called. We get a silver ingot. We can make smaller silver ingots. They're used for I don't know. Metal armor? We can have a medieval times joust? Is that the goal for this playthrough? Medieval times joust all the way. In the back room, a large garage with even more supplies. Wow. Darren, you want to check out this place? Cyber, going to check it out also. Yeah, I'll bring up the map in just 1 second so you can see exactly where it is. But yeah, I've never been here before, and I'm really glad to have explored it. Also, hello. Also, there's a giant garden going already. The plants might be happy. Dead pumpkin. Alright, some of them are dead. What are you? Dead watermelon. Never mind. There is no joy here. Blooming hops. I can harvest some hops. What's this? What's this? Blooming barley. So hops and barley, if you want to do the booze thing, I suppose. More barley. Dead sugar beets, unfortunately. Up this way we find rye. Flax. Huh. Huh. Let me show you the map real quick, as mentioned. So, it appears to be between Moldra and West Point. We took the big road round. Oh, I missed something here. Dixie Trail. Oh, yeah. Remember this place we stopped at briefly and then sped by for some reason. Also, place here. I chose to go left on Riverside. And then we took a big old walk through the woods. Which may be the only way to get there safely. I don't know. There's already a farm out here. Dead cauliflower. Dead bell peppers. Blooming turnips. May I have a turnip? Okay. We have some food. It's pretty heavy. But we have some turnips now. Maybe I should go back to base and make an actual factual farm. Are all these sunflowers dead? They look kind of beautiful despite their death. Okay. So another amazing thing here. Have I seen all the amazing things out this way? I think so. But maybe we go back to our other base. We cut down a tremendous number of trees and make a farm for ourselves, thereby destroying humanity. I saw an article recently that argued about the difference between wheat cultures and rice cultures. And I don't know if everything they say is true, but part of the claim was that rice requires more cooperation to successfully grow. And so because of that, people in rice cultures tend to be less individualistic, and people in light with matchbook. I'm burning a bandage. That's wrong. People in wheat cultures tend to be more individualistic because they can do the work of making wheat more by themselves. It's almost November. It's not a good time for farming. Okay, very well. That went out so fast. Okay. I need to find more things to burn before I light it, it seems. Wait. Okay, you have to push the destroy for fuel button. How's that work then? Book on reloading. I'm going to burn this time. Okay. So now it's going to burn for how long, I wonder? I added fuel, though. I think there's more wood on the floor somewhere out here. A nature's person I am not, unfortunately. Where did I put that wood? Oh, no. There were some logs upstairs also. You're burnable. You're burnable. How about you, Papa Morsa? Is PvP enabled? I think when someone comes to the channel and says, is PvP enabled, I have some concerns immediately. I'm sure you're cool and all, however. PvP is enabled in only very limited ways right now. Okay. Destroy for fuel. This book. 58 minutes. I have 1 hour of fuel going right now. Nice. Go ahead and eat some acorns. Now, I wonder what I can do with the turnips, if anything. Anything else burnable in this room? A dish towel. I bet that's burnable. A carton of orange juice. I bet that's burnable. It is now time to throw literally everything in there and play the game, Will It Burn? Oh, we got a tree branch. What happened to the, what happened to the empty carton? What do you mean you're not burnable? Well, into the blaze you go anyway. Everything goes into the blaze. Hour 42 seems good. I believe the carton cannot be burned, unfortunately. So I have a butchering 2 and a masonry 3. Team, do we have any preferences for which those I burn, if anything? Also, may I burn rotten things? It's carbon. It should burn for a little while at least, huh? Let's find out. I may not destroy rotten food in this way. Very well. Okay. May I cook anything out of yonder turnip? Turn into fingerless glove. Well, that won't do it. So I think oh yeah, firewood. So I think the game does not notice the things in my bag when it's considering what I can put into the furnace. This is going to add over an hour time. Good. Alright. Hey, more than pestle. I just now noticed that. I had one of those earlier, and I stole one from someone else, so I'd like to give it back now. Alright, I'm going to throw a couple turnips in. See how that goes. I don't know how tasty turnips are all by themselves. Have pumpkin seeds also. Hope those being cooked up will make me very happy. I gotta keep the pencil. So is the next thing we do head back to our truck, possibly? Could be it. So we do have a way of boiling water now. I think there's a metal can in the trash if need be. Nice cabin, thank you. I thank you very much. Turnips take a while to cook. No great surprise there. Carton. You go to the trash can, please. Termite cooked. I'm going to see what it looks like once it's cooked. If it gets rid of the unhappiness or less so. I can boil water, but there is a well. I mean, you're not wrong. I just want to think about how happy I was that I have everything I need to boil the water now, if I decide to do so. It feels nice, man. It feels nice. Also, I wonder if as the turnip cooks, if it helps one's thirst less and less. Okay, so now eating the bug still makes us unhappy. Maybe less unhappy, but delicious pumpkin seeds. How's our weight looking? It is dropping again. Yeah, I've been out here eating plants and berries and so on for a while. So not exactly our happiest experiences. But how cool is that? How cool is that to have found a stove? And like I said, if anyone wants to take these, you're welcome to do so. I don't think I'm going to stay in this place because I do want to go back to base. If anybody wants to start moving stuff here, you're welcome to do so. I think it'd be a lot of fun for us to have multiple bases set up, but also a lot of work. And I myself am not in a place to do that work right now because we only have 15 minutes of stream left. That's insane. Absolutely insane how fast this thing goes by sometimes. Alright. I am needing to fill water. If you're confident in your ability to walk, you go up here. Grob, do you want a ride from someone? Like, I'm sure that someone will give you a ride to this place. Certainly, certainly. Okay, before we head out again, I would like to make sure we're not heavily overweight. We probably have too many items. This flashlight I meant to drop earlier, empty as it is. We good? Oh, 14 still. What's all the weight coming from? The harmonic is essential. I'm sure we're fine. All right. We say we want to save weight. Apparently we do not, in fact, want to do that. Deception, thy name is Resorty. So... I don't... well, okay. But there's nothing else to do here. I didn't find a key for this thing. I have the tools to disassemble it with a 27% chance of taking it apart successfully. Do we successfully disassemble the door, or do I have to get my hammer and bash through it? Let's find out. Well, it'll take a while. Are we gaining carpentry skills, perhaps? There we go. Can I jump over the fence? I don't think I have a connection via land there, but me I do. Got a log back. Let's see if that was in fact necessary. I'm glad I did it regardless of necessary. Felt good. Felt actually very good. Yeah, the E does nothing. So I think you actually can't jump there. What a nice little room this is. There's so much ice cream here. I think leftover items in various buildings in this game tell such an interesting story of what was so long ago and what is now. You know, the disappointing emptiness of it all. That's what it was. That's what it is. I'm about to be a little disappointed that there aren't any actual boats in this game. It's reasonable there are not, but wouldn't it be fun? Even if you could only, paddle around, or it'd be a nice time. Lots of wood out here. Fantastic. I'm glad we came to the place, absolutely. It's a lovely and cool place, and I'm very, very pleased to have seen it. But I think we are done in this area. Going around the lake, there may be more things to check out. That's what mods are for, to add in boats. Yeah, those of you who play this game regularly, other than pure cosmetic mods, things like turn your clothing red. Other than that, what's your favorite mod? Is there one that makes the game really fun for you? Surprising in the depth it adds? I've only ever played the game pure vanilla. And so there are lots that I just don't know about. KI5 vehicles and trailers. What does that add? I'm guessing it adds vehicles and trailers. But there are vehicles and trailers in the game already, yeah? RV modes you can build inside of RVs? Are RVs already in the game? I definitely have not seen those at any point. Okay, we're scared. We're scared. We're scared. We're scared. What do we see? What do we see? Did we see a bridge keeper? We are scared again. Is my character seeing things that I myself am not? I'm going to stand on my back to the river. We don't like this feeling at all. This tree just moved, I believe. Oh no, it's Vietnam all over again. I would like it very much if the beastie presented itself. This is fine. So as I get here, okay, I see it. I see it. Is this the only one? I know not. Okay, I'm not wielding my crowbar. Not Gordon Freemaning it today. Key for a cabin. Are there cabins out here? Wait, how much can I see? Oh, there's another zombie right there. Hello, my friend. Hello. Those bright red shoes while camping. I would like your sneakers, sir. Thank you. Also a sweater for staying warm. Well, good and overloaded again. The way to be always. I do want to check my map real quick and see if there are other cabins or areas I don't know about. This is a very unfortunate place to do this, but we've seen a lot of territory. But wait! I was just about to give up. But there's more things out here. Is it just a collection of logs, or is there more? It's a collection of logs. Team, if I wander out here, will I be satisfied by what I find? Or is it just a bunch of fun forest? And occasional piles of wood. Maybe they're planning to build cabins in the future. And I got shut down by the zombie plague instead. It's all forest, right? Thank you. I was hoping we'd find some cabins, but no. We did find a cabin key, though. What does that mean? What does it all mean? The numbers, Mason. All right, we're going to get back on the trail, and I guess run the trail until we find our truck. And then be very satisfied at finding a new place. I wish I had teleportation powers in this game. Like, I don't actually want to fast travel. I know I could use, like, admin powers to do so. But there are multiple things I would like to do right now that require us to be in multiple locations. And the transit time is kind of substantial. This is why I need to find a sports car to go flying along at top pace. But I'd like to continue exploring, but I do also want to go back to base and build Dr. Resorti's office, so we can begin having appointments with anyone who's unwell, as opposed to only treating them in the field. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Last time we went through here, we did stop occasionally and explore with our... One second. More to explore. We explored with forging skill last time. This time, though, I kind of want to run straight through. But another path beckons. This one leading right up the river. Maybe it just leads to this flat area. But it continues on. Oh. I'm going to believe it's all forest. I'm going to stop exploring anything other than the road. The long and endless road. Alright, let's go ahead and scarf down turnip. Also, I haven't medical checked myself in a very long time, namely at all today. And so I think I should do that real quick. Yeah, we're in totally good health. I thought maybe running through all the trees might have eventually led us to get some scrapes and scratches, but that has not happened yet. I believe that at least one of our viewers said that they were in this area now. Waver did. Yeah, I see a blue truck over there. Hello, Waver. Hope we're doing well. Good job finding a nice parking spot. If we wanted to, we could ask for a ride home, I'm sure, but it's okay. Could do some exercise. If you want to ride back, so Waver, if you're heading back, I'll be happy to accept the ride back. If though you are, oh, you've been cutting down trees. Thanks for that. So the road is in much better condition than previously. Yeah, if you'd be heading back only to move me, then please don't. I'll get to the truck, especially with you having cut down all these trees. Thanks for doing that sincerely. Yeah, anytime a viewer takes time to do things not just for themselves, but to improve the map for us all, I'm very, very pleased indeed. It's very, very cool of them. / you. Whoever you are. Thanks for contributing to the decently kind area that is our base. Or our world. Or whatever we want to call it. We're currently a little wet. I don't know if there are umbrellas in this game. I think I may have seen an umbrella at some point. Can I craft an umbrella? Like, here is a stick. Here are some leaves. Behold, I am George of the Jungle, umbrella in hand. I do wonder in the game if winter leads to substantial snow. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Thank you for helping me catch a ride to my truck. Appreciate it. Our first roleplay of the day. You can craft a poncho? Oh, cool. Is that made out of plastic? Like, is a plastic bag turned into a poncho? Also, look! Waver ran into something. Driving is not so easy, is it? Grobzilla moved a ton of zombie bodies. Grob, thanks for doing that. I hope you had some fun with it. Thank you for helping us make the base look prettier. But seriously, if you want to try other stuff, if you want to try exploring somewhere, please do. Please do. But, you know, making bases nice, making food, making things at home, it definitely helps the playthrough for everybody. You enjoyed making a giant pile of bodies. Nice. Maybe someone can help you burn down the pile now. I think fire is restricted on this server in a way I don't fully understand, but someone has successfully burned bodies at one point. Fantastic, Waver. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so we walked through all of this before. Pretty great. Pretty great. Now you're going alone, you have to learn to cook fast. Grob, is there no food available right now at the base, or are you thinking if you go out exploring, you gotta make some food? And fortunately, nearby places are pretty cleaned out of usable food. Some farther away places are also. You're going for a camp. Nice. Or you're going for this camp. Grob, do you know how to fish? Do you have some matches? Yeah, hopefully you know how to fish. I can bring you a I'm not going back here. There is a fishing pole somewhere if you would like it. Wait, what's this? This is Grobzilla and Farinanthus coming by. Oh, stand aside. It's Farinanthus driving through a forest in a sports car. Speedy delivery, speedy delivery. But you have a flashlight and a worn jacket. Grubzilla, do you really not have a fishing pole? Oh my goodness. That's an amazing usage of a sports car there. In a sports car, hitting fewer things than Riz in a truck? How dare you? How dare you? I'm a perfectly competent driver, I'll have you know. Today was great. It was really fun exploring somewhere new. And again, thank you for all the support from the viewers who are out here with me. As I said, if you're interested in joining us on the server, you're welcome to do so. It's on for like 5 hours a day, I think, from 7:30 a.m. my time to 1:30 p.m. my time. I'm usually around for 2 or 3 hours or so, and I've been buffeted inside of the car. Slight bodily damage. Wow. This is how you repay me for finding his beautiful... Never mind. Never mind. How far in did I go with no truck? Is my map accurate, I wonder? My map is not accurate. It's not so far off, though. Thank you very much indeed for getting me here. Thank you for not destroying my truck. I really do appreciate a whole bundle. A joy to be here. Waver will see you. Thanks so much. We got some tasty herbs to take back home. And some other things, too. Yeah, I don't know if any of these items are absolutely necessary to bring home. Like, have we had tomatoes previously? I assume we have. I assume by now we have a collection of basically all of the different kinds of veggies that one might want. Perhaps. Now there was something up at the camp that I intended to get and put in the truck. But whatever it is, it's not exactly of interest to me anymore. So I'd like to get back on the main road. And then I hate to say it, but it is indeed noon my time. In some measure, I feel like we got so little done today. I mean, finding a new area is always a delightful thing. Oh gosh. So Waver managed to drive right through this area. How? Like that, of course. Is my engine huffing and puffing a little bit? It is indeed. You're okay, buddy. You can do it. All right, we've made it back to the main road. Excellent. All right, this truck is now nothing. So where's that big old X marks the spot? May I do it in red, please? There you go. There you go. Hooray, stream day. Bellic, I got a problem for you, unfortunately. The fact is, it's afternoon my time. And so I got to go, unfortunately. Got to go and be productive and get ready for classes and so on and read some books. Speaking of reading some books. Am I going to do this? I'm considering going ahead and staying logged in until this book is finished. Like, I'll need to go. I'll say goodbye. But the server will be on. I can just sit and read. How long would it take us to get back home right now? I could try to run through the forest. Friends, should we make a road? I keep asking for us to make a road. Would it be a glorious thing to cut through the forest here and make a road right through? Is that worth our collective time? I believe the answer is no, it's not. But think about how good we would feel as we finish the road. It would be huge. It would take us multiple stream days. But can you imagine the sense of pride and accomplishment we would feel? I want to say thank you. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Appreciate you playing with me. It's been a good day through and through. Today's a Friday, so tomorrow there'll be more stream. Pretty soon we're going to play some other game. I don't know what's going to be. But for right now, I hope you're enjoying ye olde Project Zomboid. That's right. Goodbye, friends. Thank you, friends. See you again tomorrow.